everyone, we're live. Another week, another RaddTitan chat. So this one's actually a bit sooner than we would have liked it, but
premature.
Yeah, a bit premature.
Premature.
Which is,
story of your life.
Story of my sex life. So basically, I mean, yeah, we just have to fit in with our rotas, and you know, I work a shift and George works a shift, and you know, when the stars meet, that's when we have to do it, I'm afraid. So 3 days after the big one, which was 3.5 hours. So hopefully this one won't.
We actually did. I thought it was much longer, dude. I thought it was so much. I was gonna go like 4.5, 4 hours 20. If I had to guess, it felt.
Yeah, I mean,
especially all them fucking photos, it felt like it was kind of forever.
Yeah, well, we never really have the time to go through when I do the photos. There's never really much time to go through them because basically it's like, you know, oh yeah, let's go on in 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, you know, so I've got to get through it all. But I probably should have like reduced those photos by like 2/3 or something. But oh well, we got through it, and people got to see a lot of the show, and you know, some people like to see all the close-ups, you know, obscure close-ups of the Sentinel's left testicle or whatever that other people may not. But
surprising, you know, really, that Sentinel video, because it's not the most popular. I expected, and with the way with the way that XM was protecting it, because we had videos of it long before like a few days before the show, and they didn't want them shared until the show went up. So I think they were trying to protect it.
Well, they just wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point.
I videoed it on
Thursday,
Tuesday. I videoed on Tuesday.
Shit, it's like fucking 4 days before.
They didn't want me to screen the videos until Friday, Saturday time, and then I didn't really get a chance to screen them anyway because I've got a video of Brian. I've got loads of videos. I was editing last night, and I made a list of all the videos I've got to edit.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, I saw Danny Hines's one. That's good as well. It's nice to see him on screen. It's good to see him. Well, hopefully we should get him on the chat or something at some point. Nice guy.
Yeah, he's been asking, and we've been trying to arrange it with, but it's just our shifts never meet up. You know, he's like, can you do this Wednesday? And I'm like, well, can you do Friday? He's like, can you do Tuesday? And I'm like, you know, and it just never really meets up. So, you know, we need to get him on.
It's hard enough for the two of us, isn't it? It's hard for me and you to get it done, like today is. But yeah, I mean, it's I'm loving their piece, their line that they're doing. That
well, that's what we need to do. Is
I'm digging that croaking and that Ren. Really, I think they look really exceptional, especially the croaking. I'm with you. I think that piece looks fucking murderous.
Well, I mean, the Ren was a lot more popular in person. A lot more people were saying they preferred the Ren. I mean, as a female, the head that they were showing was really nice. The paint was really good on the head. But then they had a switch out head as well, which was really nice as well. It's like
what's the switch out one? Because the one that I've seen is the one with the green lens over her eye.
Yeah, I don't think I got a video of that because
you fucking bum. Step into my office.
He kept on kind of hiding it and putting it away in a box. I don't think it had a magnet on it or something. I don't think he displayed it on the piece. It had like I think it was on the forehead. It kind of went like that and then went around, and then she had like a pink mother of pearl kind of look on her, the same as the Heavenly Sword piece on her costume. And then she kind of has this like cyborg, like a face, but then. It's like skin face, but then it's like a cyborg neck. So she can the character can change her face.
Oh, wicked!
So it was a really nice.
I really liked when I was looking at the video of the croaking. I really liked the sort of character within a character. You can actually see that in the green. You know, that sort of green's got a classy type of olive-like green that's on his armor or whatever. Not on the metal, but on the body armor.
But that's quite weird because in person it doesn't look that green. It's to do with the light as well, as where you shine the light on it in a certain way, and it shows up more green. Or if you shine, if it's darker, it looks darker. But when I was looking in person, it was like a maybe like not really a charcoal, but like a darker color. And then as I say, when you shine the light, it has like a green reflection.
It was nice. Yeah, I really liked it. I really like it. I mean, for an original concept, for something that's come out of, there's lots of nice elements to it. I liked it, which is nice. I'm glad it's popular.
That goes up for pre-order soon, actually.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be there for long.
I've got images of that on the photos, and
sweet.
That comes up. I think 24th. I think Danny was saying.
So not long.
24th. So
end of the week.
Up. And I think they did take some pre-orders on on the convention. So I think it was quite popular there. I even saw. Probably shouldn't be mentioning it, but I even saw the lady from. She owns Simply Toys in Singapore. I'm pretty sure she was doing some kind of deal with Mafuzal to try and get some time to sell out the store. It looked like, but I may be wrong. But that kind of looks like what was going on. But
I mean, these things, man, they're popular, isn't it? But like I was saying, the XM Sentinel. Just watching the tracking on the videos, I mean, Venom is flying.
Yeah,
Venom is fucking flying. Venom's the one everyone's really digging, and he's got quite a lot of good support on that.
Yeah, I need to go back over a few of them because when I posted them when I was in Singapore, I didn't have time to edit. So basically, with the Venom, the Kingpin, I think maybe like Boba Fett and
Cable,
maybe Catwoman, Cable.
Oh.
I don't know if I edited them. I think I edited Kingpin, but there was a few others. I think I just thought, fuck it, I'll just post the main body of the video. And I kind of left off the actual part where I measure it. I think on Venom, I don't think I added it on. I'll have to go back.
Yeah, because you told me it's 25 inches tall.
Venom was literally their shelf. It was touching their shelf.
Yeah.
But they had it like, and it was like the hand was on the glass.
Yeah, sure. And the shelf was what, 25 inches difference?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I literally, I mean, you probably remember more than me because I told you, but I don't remember. But
yeah, I remember.
Also, when you put the tongue head on, you couldn't close the door, so the tongue head sticks out too far. Actually, I think all the heads stuck out too far from this cabinet they were using. But yeah, so I mean, so I'm just trying to think of what's going on really. So if I do kind of get up and run off, I do have to go and I'm waiting for a parcel to be collected and I'm waiting for a parcel to be dropped off. I've been waiting here all morning. It's kind of one of the selfish reasons why I want to do the chat to kind of distract me because I'm up downstairs pacing back and forth waiting for the postman to come.
Yeah, so, postman always knocks twice.
Well, I was getting quite excited, and then I had a knock on the door, and I saw like a Royal Mail van outside.
Yeah,
I run to the door like a little kid, and then realised it was one of my girlfriends. Sorry, my girlfriend ordered a parcel, and basically it was a fucking makeup or some shit. So I was like, oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm also busting out the old X-Men T-shirt as well. I don't know if you can see that. So,
yeah, man. Actually, the more of the classics ones, isn't they?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's X-Men, but actually, it's got like the top is the X-Men, but then it's got Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. It reminds me more of the kind of old cartoon style, which I quite like, which is quite funny because anytime I do talk about any X-Men characters, my girlfriend always relates back to the Saturday morning cartoon because that's the only.
It's a fucking wicked cartoon, dude.
Yeah, it was on Netflix actually. I might have to check some out.
I remember what is it? Cold Vengeance is my favourite one.
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth, yeah.
In the beginning, where he comes, I think Wolverine's skiing.
Yeah. I think it's probably the first one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember us watching it. I mean, we used to have it. We used to have that on record somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it was that, and then he had the 90s Spider-Man cartoon that was really good as well.
I picked up a... Oh, look. Gary's saying, damn, another chat. Let's have a look what he's saying. He says, hello, mate, damn, another chat. I've just got home from work. I turned in and now I won't be able to sleep. Better get them Red Bull Nights ready for work tonight, mate. 28th October. Happy days. So, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. No, I messaged he copies and pastes the message into about 10 different things, Gary does, to make sure we get it. But
talking of, that's when we plan to do Dr. Doom, yeah?
Yeah, that's when we're going to do. And also, I've messaged. What's his name? Oh fuck. Thor. I forgot his real name now. James
Wallace.
I call him Thor so often.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his real name because I call him Thor so often. I forgot his real name there. So yeah, James Wallace. Basically, I messaged him as well. So we got Chad Man watching as well.
We'll have a yo. He's a good boy. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. We'll get together. Yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward. That's important. Gary, if you're listening, I want you to bring the Magneto too, because I want to do a comparison video. Or at least I'm trying to talk Alex into doing a comparison video. Alex doesn't like to get off the fence to say what's better and what's not. I personally, I kick the fucking fence down. I want to know. I'm going to say.
I also think you're so full of shit as well because you've got an agenda there as well. So don't give me that shit.
Yeah. Well,
you've got an agenda because you're thinking about buying Magneto.
I am.
You've got an agenda there, so don't give me that shit about it's all about.
You know what? Do you know what's funny though? This is what's funny, right? At the current stage, at the moment, with all my pre-orders and with the potential that I may buy that Bane from Sideshow, right? At this exact moment, if every deal that I've got in the works comes to fruition, which is I think 7 XM pieces and a few other bits, if they all come in, Gary says consider it done, so it's done. All right, so if everything comes in, I can fit everything. I can plan everything. Everything fits. If I buy that Magneto, everything's fucked.
Well, the thing about that Magneto is,
if I buy it, it's screwed because I would put cable with Magneto, and they would need to go into one of them cubes, which means, what do I do with Better Ray Bill? What do I do with Batman and Bane? It means one of them cubes is in trouble. And that's the problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could probably get another cube made up and somehow squeeze it in there somewhere. I don't know.
But
the only problem is Magneto is well deep. He's really deep.
I know. Yeah.
So he doesn't fit in the kind of standard best that he does, but you have to put him sideways. So if you want to get him to fit in that, you have to have the Struver, which is 50 deep.
Yeah, I mean, I've
he's
got
not very tall as well.
I've got them. That's what I mean. The cable, I've got the Magneto. I've got the cube, and the cube is 19 inches deep. So it's pretty deep. So
how tall are your cubes?
26. 20. Right. They're 27, but the internal measurements mean it's around 26.3 or 26.4. So basically, I am very, very close with the. I think Better Ray Bill is going to need to go in a cube because you told me he's 27.5 with his arm up. I'm being generous, trying to shave off an inch without the arm. So we're going to.
But then you also have to remember it was me measuring, and I was quite excited at the time. So.
There is that, but there is that too. I'm hopeful, dude. But I'm thinking about it anyway. I'm considering the Magneto. I'm thinking of maybe the end of the year.
Actually, the heights are quite easy to measure. You got to worry about the thing that's a bit of give and take is when I did some of the whips because it was like Ghost Rider was well hard because it was like the chain part was sticking all the way up here, and then like I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost a diagonal distance, isn't it?
Plane was over there, so technically, it's a diagonal distance, which isn't really at the right depth. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, you're right. Spot on, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite difficult. It was very difficult to measure.
I think it's going to be quite. You measured Electro at 21 inches wide. Now that's fucking wide. If that's 21 inches wide, wow, that is serious.
Well, he didn't really have any where you can get it wrong because it was a direct line.
Yeah, and also with that magnet with the Electro, I'm quite lucky because it's not very deep. It's only you said 12,
12 or something,
which means if you've got it 21 this way, you just angle it slightly out, and you've got a lot of. I mean, that's what makes a difference. You know, that's the funny part. It's
I don't know because if you angle it, then you lose like the corner at the back of the cabinet or so.
Yeah, but that's when your display is more to about width than depth. I mean, my display only have 2 pieces per shelf or unit, so I don't need the depth. I don't need to worry about how much is lost at the back. What I need to worry is that as a cube, as a display, can I get that Electro and the Spider-Man Premium format, the new one, in the same space together? And I'm quite lucky because the Spider-Man Premium format's just a hexagon shape, so I can put that just in front of the width and it'll work perfectly.
I still haven't rotated my base on my Spider-Man, which is meant to be the wrong way around. I've still got it in there. It's still sitting on the base on the wrong way. About 4 people told me, you got the flame around the wrong way, and I'm like, well, fuck it, it fits, and I can't be bothered to take it back out now, to be honest with you. So, but I do need to move it. I mean, I've got a piece coming in today, so I did a trade for Hawkeye. So
Yeah.
when he comes in, I'll.
I really like that piece. That's it's like the Sabretooth premium format. It's until you see it in person, it's very underrated. Even the Sabretooth,
Yeah.
who did I have round here? Mike. I had Mike Wells round here, and we were doing a trade. And he said, like, never seen the Sabretooth premium format. He said, don't know what people are talking about. He says, like, the material's fine. And I was like, yeah, it's not quite, like, up to the standard of, the Superman. And, the Superman's probably one of the better fitted costumes probably made for a long... I mean, that type of material, you understand what I'm saying? That sort of bodysuit thing. That's the Sabretooth is not really at that standard. So, but it is better in person than people realise. And Hawkeye's another one. You look at it on screen, you think, oh, the purple, I'm not sure. But in person, it's got a really lovely colour to it. It's a really nice piece.
Well, again, I mean, it's like when you I think there's just a bad stigma attached to the character as well. It's like Hawkeye, and then you got Aquaman. So you got Hawkeye for DC, sorry, Marvel, and then you got Aquaman for DC, who to get the abuse. Really, it seems. And,
yeah, but I'm telling you, they're going to change that, dude. If people are thinking about buying an Aquaman or any of that, they better get it now, because once that Justice League comes out, everybody's going to be seeing Aquaman in a different light, because that dude is fucking strong, like next level strong, and it looks to me like Warner Brothers and DC, they're playing it exactly like how he is. He is very strong character, and I think they're playing it like everyone in the Justice League is like, stay the fuck out of this guy's way. Which
I mean, that's I don't know. I think I've said it before. I think I got it wrong, but I thought he'd beat up Superman, but someone told me I was wrong.
Well, it's yeah. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I don't know if there's
maybe
much.
Batman. Maybe beat up Batman.
Well, the thing is, this is what I think. Batman's really popular because he has exactly the human element, which is amazing. It's just like, if you look at us on this planet, I'm going to get deep now. If you look at us on this planet, muscle for muscle, we are not able to survive. Technically speaking, we'd be prey for so many other animals. But what we do is we find a way to adapt and overcome to end up being the dominant force on this planet, which is exactly how Batman beats characters who are much better than he is. It's the same story. If Batman is walking down the street and he bumps into Aquaman, Batman's fucked. That's the truth. But what he has is the planning and intelligence and the resources to overcome enemies who are much more powerful, much overpowered than him. See what I'm saying? Like, Batman, realistically, I mean, that's what was great about the film that we watched, where he was running away. Was it the Batman versus Superman when Doomsday turns up? That dude's fucking getting out of there.
Well, I turned around and I said to you, like, where's Batman? And then all of a sudden you see him hiding behind a fucking wall.
It's like, yeah, man, I ain't planned for this. I ain't prepared.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Well, that's why the character's so popular, like Batman. But I really feel that Aquaman, especially the way that they seem to be portraying him in the trailers and things, I really think Aquaman is going to be very, very sought after as a character and a statue and everything else. It's going to change from next year, I can assure you.
Well, I saw quite a lot. Obviously, I saw a lot of statues over the last few weeks, and it's a bit overwhelming, actually, the amount I saw. And I should list a few, actually, that I've seen. Well, there's 2 fucking massive crows on my roof. Jesus Christ.
Death's coming, man.
I'm going to die. Yeah, Jesus, I'm going to die, man. These things are bigger than cats. Fuck me.
Is there a rapping? Is someone gently rapping on your chamber door?
One's flown away now. The other one's still there. God. What was I going to say? Sorry. Yeah, so I saw the Aquaman. I don't like the way the head's attached.
Are you talking about the DC Aquaman?
From
Sideshow.
The Sideshow one.
But did you see both heads?
No, I just saw the short hair one.
Is that boss-eyed? I've seen about 3 reviews, and every single one of them, I said in the comments, I think he looks boss-eyed. People were retaliating with, he ain't fucking boss-eyed. I'm like, whoa, okay, all right. Just on the film, it looks... I don't know if it's an angle thing, because they're not dead ahead, are they? They're looking in a particular angle, which means that only when you're on the line of sight, when you're looking at it, does it look like... That's the problem with those eyes, when they're not just looking... Yeah, when they're not looking straight ahead, and they're looking sort of, slightly off to one side, from 90% of the angles, they look boss-eyed. Did it look boss-eyed, or is it just me?
It didn't look boss-eyed, but the join and the traps look really weird for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like the traps. I don't know. It just didn't. I couldn't put my finger on what it was. It just
base is nice. I
where,
like the base. Is the base not nice?
Joins. Yeah, the base is cool. It just reminded me a bit of the what's it called? Oh fuck.
What?
The knife head.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a similar effect, isn't it? That's a nice base.
That was the best thing about that statue was the
base,
the water effect. I mean,
yeah, it was really nice.
Chadman just said apparently that Aquaman's trident can cut Superman.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, it's that makes a lot of sense. That's one of the most. I was watching a Variant. If anybody doesn't know Variant on YouTube, you should check that out. It's like Variant comics sort of things.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking brilliant. They had this wicked thing with what they had.
Is that the guy who just talks really quickly?
Aaron Cajones. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe his first name is Aaron. But it's Cajones.
He does all the histories of.
Yeah, but he's just really good. He did that trident as one of the relics, one of the items in the DC universe, and he says it's one of the most powerful things in it. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, it's 27 inches, that fucking piece. You know that?
Yeah, it's the top of the trident, probably.
Yeah, that's what. But that's the problem with it is if you take the trident out, it's just standing there like this. It's a bit.
Yeah, they should have some kind of switch out hand for it, but
ideally,
I'm sure there'll be some kind of fucking custom.
Because 27 inches is just awkward as fuck. It's just, I mean, you're going to have to put it into a DTOF and you're going to have to drop, you use the adjusters and stuff, but it's a lot of space above his head. Yeah. It's quite a lot of space.
He's saying because the trident's magic based, because obviously Superman's susceptible to magic, isn't he? What was I going to say as well? I'll tell you what else I fucking saw. I wasn't that impressed with the Lycan. A lot of people are going on about how great the Lycan is by
the Cinema Cat Lycan.
Yeah. I wasn't that impressed by that, but I saw Marcus, and that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I really like the look of that Marcus a lot.
But Marcus is massive. It's just really fucking big. It's like
what we talking? Width.
Oh, literally. I mean, like when I did the width, I was like stretching to do the
That's a quarter scale piece, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's got his wings out fully, isn't he?
Wow. Yeah, I just love the pose. Is it 1/3?
Is it quarter scale?
It might be 1/3. It might be 1/3.
Normally 1/3.
I think it's 1/3.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
I think it is because the Lycan that you're talking about is to match it, and I'm pretty sure that's 1/3.
Well, I mean, I liked the Lycan, but I don't know. I mean, it's just,
was it another moment though that you saw the Marcus and then you saw the Lycan, and it was like, yeah, Marcus just is overwhelmingly better.
Probably, yeah. But I tell you what else I did see is I saw the what's he called? The Reaper, and he's cool. He's
the first one.
Yeah, there's
the first Reaper.
Scale.
Good.
Lycan's
nice.
1/3 scale. So yeah, as I say, the basically, as I say, the Reaper looked really nice. So yeah, that's the Marcus there. So yeah, 1/3. But as I say, I saw. You see that there?
I can't. It's not coming. You're not sharing it to everyone. You're just sharing it in the bottom screen. I don't think, unless you are sharing it to everyone. I can't see it. I can see it in the bottom of my screen, but I can't see it like on my screen.
I don't know if I can show it because it's a bit weird. Because maybe I can't do that. All right, I don't know if I can actually.
If I click on it, I could see it. So if I touch it, yeah, now I can see it.
You can see it now.
Yeah, now if I touch it, I can see it, but I don't know if everyone else can. So Chad and Gary, anybody who's watching out there, let us know if the whole screen can see that.
Can you see it on the screen now?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. No, wait a minute. I'm on. It depends on what I'm clicking on. I just clicked on that screen.
I'm clicking on you.
Yeah.
Right, now I'm clicking on this. What can you see now? Just tell me what you can see.
I can see
you.
We
always have some fucking technical issues, don't we? And now what can you see?
I can still see you. Because I'm clicked on Radd, so I can see you.
Oh, well, don't click on me then.
What do you want me to click on?
No, you have it so it kind of flicks around. That's what I'm trying to find out.
No. Usually it's like that, but at the moment I'm happy because there's 3 parties in this chat. I have to manually click on the screen to see
No,
what it
because
is.
it won't. It doesn't go to the other one because there's no sound.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
So basically, God damn you. Chadman's like, yeah, I can't see shit.
Alex, can you tell how tall the bottom of a besta shelf is to the underneath of the first top shelf cube, please, mate? Can you tell me how tall the bottom of the besta shelf is to the underneath of the one top shelf, please? Do you understand that?
Well, I mean, the besta shelves, they're about internal measurements. God, probably about 56 and a half wide internal by 56 and a half wide by probably about that way. It's got to be about 60 high, but then you can actually move the shelves like up a peg or down a peg, depending on where you want to put them. So you can actually vary it by about 2 centimeters each way.
Oh, okay.
So, but overall, the maximum, the biggest one I have, I think, is like just over 24 inches. So what's that, like 63 or something? So the biggest one. It depends on how you put the shelves, basically. I mean, my ones, for some reason, all of the shelves are slightly different and I put them in where they told me to put them. So the bottom one's the smallest, the middle one is the next one, and then the top one's the biggest. Is the way it happens. And
okay,
but it all literally varies by like 2 centimeters. So they tend to be around like 50. But they tend to be around 60 centimeters each.
okay.
So you can, like, some of them will be a couple of.
You're talking about height, though, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, height, and then the depth is probably about
40.
Well, it is 40, but then that's external, so 38, something like that. But you can angle things as well. You can get things in there quite.
Unfortunately,
nicely.
you have to. In this game, you have to. It's all about angles, really. I mean,
but I think the other option is to do the if you. I do regret. I do regret not getting the white ones.
Yeah.
I think the white ones make the piece. Derek's going to take the piss now because he laughs. The white ones, I think, make the piece pop more if you're collecting comic.
Oh, I definitely agree.
But then, if you're going to go for white, go for the Struva, IKEA Struva, because they're 10 centimeters deeper, but they can still take the same doors. But if you're going to go for like horror or maybe movie, I think black ones work better for those.
I just think the black ones are just quite dark. I mean, I was quite surprised when I went to Mike's house, Mike Wells. He's got white ones, and I think they look better. I just think they look better. I think the pieces look better. They look brighter. You can see a lot more going on in there. The dark ones, it just make them look dark. So that's probably why you think the movie ones, because if you have Freddy Krueger in there, it probably looks like he fits in there in a nice dark fucking display.
Well, that's my point. Is basically that I just said that because obviously Mike collects comic, so it works for Mike because he collects the comic pieces. So, but as I say, I think. I do think that especially the horror stuff, I mean, that has to be in dark ones. And then I've got like the action film stuff as well. That should be in dark ones for me personally. But I'm not wrong.
Lighting's important as well, man. Lighting's a fucking. I hate IKEA lights. I think they're shit.
Well, I mean, I've got the. I changed those around as well, actually.
Hate them. Hate them. All of them. Diodes, whatever the fuck. They're shit. I can't stand any of them. Whether they are complicated, wires everywhere, shit power.
Well, I've hidden all the wires now, but
don't like any
I've
of them.
hidden all the wires now, and I put the actual lights now, so that, for example, if they were to be here, they would be on the front, along the front. And what I've done is I taped along the front, so you can't see the light when you're looking in. It only lights up the box. So I did that, and I think that works a lot better. It makes the pieces look a lot better for me personally.
Yeah, I have to see how you've done that, because I put the lights close to the front as well. But I mean, my light does come out of the cubes, but it may be the size of the cubes. But I don't want to tape over it because I actually use it as a mood lighting anyway. So I don't turn the rest of my lights on and just sit with them on.
Right, Chadman said he saw the lichen, so fuck you.
Okay, bitch. I'll just click on you then. It's all right, I don't matter.
No, well, the thing is now when I do the photos,
yeah,
they're not going to come up as me because so I need you to click on the other one.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll do that. As long as everybody else can see, that's all right.
That's what I need you to do, because otherwise you're going to see me and you're not going to see the pictures. So most of my technical issues are not actually me.
It's my Neo man's here. Look. My Neo man's popping in. Have a little look. You sweet boy.
Yeah. Spoiled little dog.
What'd you call him?
It's a spoiled dog.
Oh yeah, he is.
It's well spoiled. But so yeah, what we'll do is I've actually changed a few things on here. So because I'm doing it on my actual my PC, so hopefully the this runs a lot smoother. Also, I mean, before I couldn't track the comments on YouTube, but I've downloaded something now, like on a toolbar. So if anyone can send me a comment through the video, and I'll see if I can now spot it, because I know a few people did before, because someone sent me a screenshot, but I couldn't access them at all. If you try that now, hopefully that will work. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we should be rolling now.
Sweet. Well, I'm on Messenger as well, so like Facebook Messenger's in my corner. So if anyone message me on that, I can read it.
I've got absolutely everything running.
You ready, bitch?
Okay, so yeah. So basically, as I was saying, so yeah, and also I've got like I went online and figured out that you could actually use the GoPro as a webcam. So I'm just waiting for a cable to turn up, and then I can do that. So I won't have to run it through, run my phone and my computer at the same time. So
yeah.
Hopefully that will help. So if you're clicking on me, can you click not? Because you won't be able to see the pictures.
All right, go on then.
So if I then go into the pictures. Okay, so today we have 193 images.
That's not bad. It's better than 1,500.
Yeah.
That depends on your point of view, I guess.
Well, it depends. I mean, and some people may not like listening to us for 3.5 hours, but oh well.
Do you know my uncle watches us in Dubai?
For Paul, does he?
Yeah, he well watches us. Yeah, he told me what he said. He can't stay the whole show, like because he doesn't understand the context. But he just he likes our bits, like the bits where we're like talking.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw him recently. He come over and he was telling me, I couldn't believe it. He goes, "I watched your show." I was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, it's funny." He said a message to my mum, and he went, "Oh, I'm watching RaddTitan and cracking up." Yeah, he sent her like a message. So my mum clicked back going like, "What's RaddTitan? This is my mother, right?"
Yeah.
So then she clicked on it and sent Paul a message back going, "All I can see is George. What are you laughing for?" I was just like, "Cheers,
well,
cheers."
That's the same as your mum did that before, didn't she? When I think you showed her one of our videos, and then she's just like, "Why the fuck are you doing that? Why don't you just leave that to Alex to do?" She said you didn't speak to her for about 3 weeks.
I didn't speak to her for because my mother's used to the hard knock, son. So she's used to more of a she doesn't see this as something that's very like me. So she's like, you know what I mean? She's like, what? Why can't you just hold the camera for Alex and just not say anything? I was like, fuck's sake, mum. I said to her, "You happier when I'm out smashing people up and getting arrested?" I said, "Do you prefer that? Do you prefer me to do that?" She's just like.
All right.
She's just silent, like she actually does.
Can you click on the other image now, not me?
Yeah, I'm on the other image, man. I can see it.
Because you had a Morlock.
I can see the whole page of lots of little pictures. So you need to select one.
Okie dokie. So that's not what I want to show. I want to show. Oh, okay, that doesn't want to show now. Son of a bitch! Every time something.
Well, goddamn!
Yeah. On the telephone. I haven't seen that in so long, but
it's still funny. It's still funny. Weird Science is still funny.
Yeah.
I still use that. I still use that line. You know that line for Chip. I use that all the time.
Well, look at his haircut.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Anyone with a haircut like that, you can tell him. I got it. Yeah, I got Warlock. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Wow.
So
he's wearing the gauntlet.
This is the Adam Warlock.
He's got a gauntlet on.
Yep, he's got a gauntlet on.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is Adam Warlock. This is by Avi AV Sculptures. He does
this is really nice.
Really great customs.
It's really nice piece. It's light up eyes as well, or is that just? Is it going to light up?
A pass. He does a lot of when he does a lot of things as well. He does the kits as well. So yeah. So basically,
it's quite neat. I think it's quite a needed character. This certainly in quarter scale.
Yeah.
Looks
well,
cool.
I mean, he also did the Black Panther, which is we saw in Singapore, and I think it was Mark DeMello who actually commissioned it, and Mark's also commissioning Captain America.
Are you talking about the one that was amongst all the Spider-Man and the Wolverine and all that?
Yeah.
That fucking body sculpt on that Panther he's buff as fucking that body sculpt.
Yeah. I mean, actually,
really built.
My video wasn't very good, in all honesty, because I did kind of rush over it because I was like overloaded with content. Rebecca had her camera with her, so
it's Cisco.
So she had her camera with her. Basically, I held up my light on my phone, and filmed, so she was filming and it was all lit up properly. So her one looks a lot better. But now she's after she's after a kit of that basically. So she wants that to get painted. So basically, that's Mark DeMello. He's commissioning that. When I switch over, do you still just see Adam Warlock, or do you see my?
I've still got Warlock on my screen.
When I go here, do you still see Warlock?
Go where?
Do you still see Warlock?
Yes, Warlock is still there.
All right. I'm just wondering because sometimes it depends on how you click it. Because sometimes if you click on screen, it will show my emails and stuff. So that's Adam Warlock there. So
sexbuttplugs.com. They emailing you again.
Pills, yeah. So yeah, I think my girlfriend's been signing up for stuff for me. So yeah, that's
it looks really good, man. What's the plan for the back of that? Is that like a space swirl?
Yeah, there was actually a coloured version, but it may be sort of slotted in here.
Yeah, somewhere. Looks really nice. The sculpt looks really impressive.
I can get that actually because I think I was emailed it as well. Because sorry, that's with salt and pepper as well. I think. Oh, here you go. I've got a version of it now. So what I'll do is I will download that image and I will add it to the folder and hopefully it will come up.
Sweet. Looks good. Like the look of it. It's sort of it's quite an important character, really. It's synonymous with sort of Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet and all that. It's sort of he's quite an important character in my end. So thing is, at the moment, dude, I'm serious. I've got no space. At the moment, I've got to decide whether I'm going to buy that XM Magneto or whether I'm going to buy that Sideshow Bane. That's where we are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it's not a bad position to be in, is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, the XM Magneto is purely based on me selling a few bits. So
yeah,
it's all theoretical, really.
Okay. So
people love the Captain Morgan post. Chat saying.
Captain Morgan. Yeah.
I know where the spice is. Dagnammit, follow me.
All right. So unfortunately, the image of this where he's painted. Actually, I've got to go back.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I've got to come back out and go, for fuck's sake. All right. Actually, well, it wasn't, wasn't as smooth as I thought it was going to be. No, it's just because I'm trying to get
the
version.
No, that's all right.
Well, it's not life.
It's life.
It's life. You know, if you want a well-polished and well-organized show, please don't watch.
Well, we were talking about the human element with Batman, so you must forgive us ours.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to hide it, to cover it up, or however you want to look at that. So, and I
bought a couple of really nice electro comics, man.
Oh yeah,
it's quite hard to find because I like the new art, dude, and it's quite hard to find. Yeah. But I managed to find one with both portraits. So I found a comic. I bought 2 comics, one with both of the XM portraits.
Clear resin.
Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, yeah. Looks cool, man.
Clear resin looks really nice, and then you've got the clear resin on the flame. So yeah, as I say, I mean, I should actually, well, actually, in all honesty, because I'm the one arranging it all and trying to do the chat at the same time, and I'm not very good at multitasking. So yeah, that's what you got.
That's what you get, bitch. Come on in.
That's what you get. Otherwise, go watch someone else's chat who edits out things and whatever else. Then you go, oh, there's another. Actually, fuck, I did have. So this is more this is like a photoshopped painted version, so you can see just the idea of what's going to be happening with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that looks cool, but I don't remember him having a black body. He doesn't have a black. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure the color of him is like skin, almost skin colored.
Black. No, I thought you had black.
Eh?
Yeah, you thinking of the other one? There's a few versions, aren't there?
There might be a few, but there always is of a few characters. It does look cool. I just, I don't think his hair should be definitely the same color as his collar. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Other than that,
well,
yeah.
I've just googled it, and I mean, there is less black on the body and more red, but he is, yeah.
Great sculpt,
Great sculpt. There's an orange version.
There you are. See.
So you may have a point there.
I have a very good point there.
Not always.
Just surrender. Just surrender to my will. Understand, I'm right.
Well, I don't like mention. There you go. Is like, you see that one?
Yeah, there you are.
So yeah, he's more orange, but
yeah. And his collar is definitely the same color as his hair in that photo as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, that dye, that hair dye went all over his fucking clothes.
But then this piece basically. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do is now I can flip around things. I can actually. I think it's Silver Surfer 32 or 34.
Yeah.
Silver.
The boys are back. The boys are back.
So basically, it's like I think it's 34, but I might actually 34 is not, is it? It's 30, 32.
32?
It's going to be 33, isn't it? Oh no, it's not.
You have no idea. 35.
No,
35.
30. Okay. No. Oh, God damn.
Dude, your comic history clearly is not on scratch, man.
45. So basically, I mean, this next piece is going to be based on this image, and as growing up, I was collecting the Silver Surfer ones, and basically this was always the comic where it was a bit like, you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got it. I know the comic. I know the comic well.
Yeah. It's just a bit.
Thanos just looks severely unimpressed by him in every capacity.
Well, he just looks severely abused, or So,
Thanos looks better that he's got his arms sort of crossed rather than one behind his back. That's a questionable idea.
That's the comic it's based on, and I just think it's such a hard thing to kind of portray, really, because it does look quite camp to start with, and when you change the pose to this kind of pose, I don't know if I really want to see it painted, and I really want it to work, but I just think the art it's based off is so, I don't know. It's not really.
To be honest with you, I'm a big Thanos fan, and I wouldn't want this piece. So whatever it is, it isn't working for me. So I really think they should, before they get any further with this, they should think something else, because I really can't see who's gonna jump on this too much. I don't think it's going to be overwhelmingly popular.
Gary just says, just buy them both and you'll be fine, George.
Yeah, that's his fucking attitude, isn't it? Gary Speed's
that's
attitude.
Why Gary's surrounded by
boxes. Buy now, think later.
Putting boxes in his brother's attic and whatever.
Yeah, he's hiding shit. Yeah, he's like, what's that box, Gary? What's that box you've got there under your arm? Oh, it's just it's some shelving. I didn't buy any statues. I promise.
It's just a lamp, man. All right, so yeah, this is by Radd Thunder, and so basically that's that. Again, I mean these.
Very sexual. Very sexual there. He's like touching. He's rubbing his thumb over his tricep, going, "Dude, man, you must do so much. You must do so many dips."
Yeah. Dip between chairs. Come on, guys. Have you heard that?
No.
There's this Arnold Schwarzenegger cassette tape from the 80s, or maybe like from the 80s, and it's basically like a training,
motivational one.
Yeah, and there's one of them where he goes, I can't remember the exact wording, but it's something like, "Okay, guys, come on now, let's do some dip between chairs." Up, and it's just literally him going up, down, up, down. Come on now, and he's like, "Come on now, no cheating, all the way."
I love it. I'd so buy it. I'd so buy it. I fucking love it. Does he go, ow? Does he do that? Ow! If he does that, I'll buy it.
But literally, then you got like the little Hello Sailor foot up as well, which
I don't like this. I don't like any part of this at all.
Yeah. So moving on, and then you got the XM piece, which is one of the pieces at the convention. I think this is the Shinobi piece, which is the piece of their Hong Kong license that they're doing.
Yeah.
So this is one they're painting up at the moment.
Oni mask.
Work they've done with it. There you go. Again, this is very early days with the paint.
Yeah, well, yeah.
This is actually I didn't know this was Tiago Proving that actually did the sculpt on the Lino and the Momra, but he actually shared our video.
That's nice.
It's actually I actually found out that it's quite misleading because on YouTube we have about 500 views for this video, but then Tiago Provin has shared it, and on Facebook it has like 1,200 views, and so it doesn't register on YouTube. That's quite annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
well,
anyway.
obviously, so you're using Facebook's format, aren't you? So they're not going to count, considering that they're paying people for views as well. Yeah, they're not going to count it on a different format. Well, it'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So this is like 1/5 diorama, and this piece is really big. This piece probably was the piece that surprised me the most at the convention because obviously with all the XM pieces, there was kind of like a little bit of background. I'd seen all the pictures. I kind of knew what to expect from XM. I think with this Connecticut piece, what happened was I kind of didn't really expect it. I saw an image of this quite a long time ago. I think I just saw the 3D renders, and then seeing it in person, I was just like, "Holy shit, man! It's ridiculous." So, what are you chuckling at?
Gary just sent me a message saying he had us on loudspeaker, and because we were talking about it's just a lamp, it's just a shelf, his missus is giving him death looks. So he's like, he's put, shh. We should have one of our warnings that says, "Do not watch this with significant others present." Yeah. all your statue collecting secrets would be laid bare.
Yeah, yeah.
I like this. I mean, I read a comment this morning from Whispering Wind, who's like he's just sick to death of these poses for dioramas.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite a difficult thing to change too much. I mean,
yeah. I think it was Whispering Wind is Jim. I think he had the pop culture shop ones. I know he used to collect a load of aliens and things.
Cadman saying that his wife likes to watch us. She likes to watch us with when he's watching. So at least we have someone. We have them with us. That's it. One is enough. It's more than enough.
No. We got another one. I think Kevin's wife does sometimes as well.
And Elena.
Yeah.
2 for 2, man. Taking over the world. Dynamic.
I think there's a few people where they've said, "Oh yeah, our wives watch it as well," and then they put someone else put a comment underneath going, "Yeah, we hate your British accent because our wives like it." Like, okay,
it's funny though because we have we're more Cockney sort of street thug voice.
That's how big it is as well.
We should try. Yeah, that's it's. What is that up the side of it? Is that like a column?
Yeah, it's like a column that's all cracked.
Wow, that's a big column, dude.
Yeah. Oh no! I don't know. It's not that big. If it's to the top of his head, because obviously the other bit's the symbol at the back. I don't know if you're looking at that.
I know that. It's monstrous. It's huge, that piece. I really love it, and I think once it's painted up with that translucent resin, I think it's going to be very impressive once it's all coloured.
I think it really will. And I mean, they're talking about doing the base as a light up. They're talking about making the other side of that of the base
Yeah.
Basically, so it will have Panthro and who's the lizard guy?
We just call him Lizard Guy. I don't know.
Begins with S, but they apparently like they're going to do Panthro fighting that lizard guy.
Huh.
That'd be pretty badass.
I always liked Panthro. Panthro was my favourite.
Well, it was quite funny because when I was kind of like being lazy and not cutting my hair or shaving my beard, it was when I was like in my old job where I was kind of stuck in my own office and didn't really have to care about anything else. But basically, my hair, like when I used to wake up in the morning, it used to be like a big major Jufro going on, and it was literally like Lino's hair. And then I did these images where it was me with Lino, and it was like the same pose, like the hair pose. Like, and then I did my friend John. I did my friend John with Panthro because he's bald, and it was like the same pose. And then I found a picture of Rob, and I put him next to Snarf. That's up there. So this is the concepts for the XM Deathstroke, and this is basically, you know, they're just doing the poses on this now at the moment. I've seen a concept for this, and it does look pretty cool. It's got 3 switch outs. It's called neutral, isn't it?
That's pretty much that's position 0, isn't it? Neutral, yeah, neutral pose.
So I think it's called a T pose. But then, so the people are complaining already, saying it looks like it's got Iron Man's legs. There's 3 poses where one's like a Japanese pose, one is more a futuristic pose, and then one is kind of like hinting more to the classic. But I've seen some concepts, and it does look pretty cool.
Our boy Peter Jones is watching as well. He says, "What's the best thing to shout in IKEA?"
Hey.
Question mark. And he's put Avengers Assemble. I'm interested to see where they go with this. This is from that Japanese line as well, wasn't it?
It is. Yeah, their DC line is the Japanese line, but also
someone did ask about Darkseid, whether they were going to do a quarter scale Darkseid, and I did respond saying that I believe that their DC line really is. It must be dioramas and for their own line, because we haven't seen anything come out quarter scale from them that's not that Japanese line yet.
I saw a lot of concepts when I went to the XM studio, and when I went to the my phone ringing. Oh yeah, no. When I went to the XM studio, they showed me a lot of concepts, and then also I went to Hive Studio. They showed me a lot of concepts. All I can say is I didn't see any Darkseid, I'm afraid.
Other than the Darkseid versus
diorama, But there was also another concept which they did mention. I didn't think I was allowed to mention it, but then they mentioned it on one of the, I think on the booth tour actually. So there was another concept which was Wasteland.
Yes.
So DC Wasteland, which is actually pretty cool concept. It was very like
it's like in a post-apocalyptic style, is it?
Yeah. I mean, there was like Harley Quinn looked like kind of like a tank girl kind of version.
Yeah,
then you have like the Scarecrow was like he looked kind of weird. He looked like a kind of cowboy mummy type thing. He reminded me of that character from Captain Commando. And then you've got who was the one who looked like the guy from Mad Max? You've got the one who looked like Mad Max, but then you also got the guy who Two-Face looks like the guy from the comics of Walking Dead, who has his face burnt. So I mean, it was all quite. The Penguin was really cool. Actually, the Penguin was really cool design.
But basically, it's a post-apocalyptic sort of style.
But then also, I mean, there was a possibility that if they decide that they're not going to pursue the statue side, I think it would have been a very good
comic
idea for a short run of comics. I think it'd be a very good idea.
Yeah,
and very popular at the moment as well. So I also think they should do that with their Japanese line, to be honest.
Yeah.
So they got the sword there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the guys who created the concepts and the images for them are Hive, and Hive do comics and video games. So
yeah,
that's interesting to know.
How many pictures of this fucking sword you got?
Fuck off. There you go. So then you got the Imaginary Arts with the Transformer with the Matrix leadership.
Is it Rodius Prime or Rodme up the anus Prime? What's he called?
So, Rodimus.
All right.
Well,
do you know what the thing is, man? Is this? I missed all this. This ain't my stuff at all. This stuff.
I lose track of the. I mean, I saw the original ones, and then it's from the Transformer movie when Optimus Prime dies, and then this guy steps up and he basically pulls out the Matrix of leadership, and he's kind of worthy to be the new leader.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Then you got this Joker, which has been painted up. This was really cool. This actually was by.
It's from the 3D cover, is it not?
Sorry.
Looks like it's from that 3D cover. There's a 3D cover of him, like looking like that.
Oh, I don't know. It's the guy who commissioned it was Peter Nicholas Lizarru.
Okay, looks cool.
Yeah, so he does a few commissions, and then it's been painted up by I think Kenny. So there's a few. Got that. There you go. I think it's been painted really well. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
You got the switch outs there, where you got the cow, the Robin badge, crowbar.
Yeah, lots of good elements there in there for lots of things.
And you got the concepts again for the Hulkbuster, so the Extremis Hulkbuster type thing.
Yeah. Didn't see that there. How far away is that?
It wasn't at the show, but you could pre-order it.
Fucking hell, all right.
Yeah, they said that they had some of it printed and they weren't overly happy to display it yet, so they didn't.
It needs more work.
Yeah. So you got that there.
To be honest with you, that's a smart move from them anyway. There's too many there's too many fucking Hulkbusters about. They're better off just making sure it's right before they do anything silly.
Oh, of course. I mean, the thing about it as well was basically that they had got so much to show. They got like a ridiculous amount of stuff that they're showing. So basically, to keep on going with overloading loads of stuff, I don't think is necessary, because they could have probably held back on a few pieces, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, all them unpainted ones they could have kept if they didn't, But I mean,
sure,
it's good
that they're doing a convention in Hong Kong, so basically they didn't need to put those out. They could have put them out when they were more painted up, and So
yeah.
But as I say, with DC, actually that's quite surprising, actually, because they put up Beta Ray Bill, but normally with Sideshow, they're not allowed to show unpainted Marvel. That's why they said they didn't show Venom. That's quite weird, isn't it?
Probably to do with the licensing, my brother.
Well, in Asia, yeah.
It's in, you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it's I think it's all licenses agreements, isn't it? It's all a bit more,
Yeah, well, regional stuff. So then, as I say, that's where you can add in the Iron Man into the suit there, and then these are a few more.
Could be very impressive that if it's done well.
Oh, definitely. And then there's the base there with if you just want to display the Iron Man separately. So that's quite a cool idea, really.
Yeah,
you very. Put them in there, take those pieces off, and then have them on the base there. So that's pretty cool.
Very clever.
There's actually what happened was Sean Ure, he kind of went a bit like AWOL.
Yeah.
People have been messaging him saying, what's going on? Give me an update. Give me this. Give me that. He's quite bad at responding, but I guess in some ways, I mean, most artists are really bad at responding.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but most of the artists I deal with, when I message them, they are quite bad at responding. So I don't know. I mean, not that I'm defending it or anything, but now this is the latest update of the Amiga Red. There's not much, but this is the kind of skin color he's gone for.
Its skin color looks really good.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's a hard tone to get right. Because it's an icy white blue, isn't it?
Well, he said he's tried to do a few, and it's gone a bit wrong, and he's did this and done that and whatever else. So this is the final that he's going for. He said he's very happy. It's kind of like a Lobo, isn't it, or a bit lighter than Lobo?
No, it's different. It's a little bit different. I mean, it's got like it's a funny. You know what's funny? It's like my puppy. okay? Because he's like pied white, okay? So that's like white and blue, like the grey blue. But because he's white and blue, his white is a different kind of white. It looks like Colgate white, like a pearly, like like that bluey white. That's Omega Red's colour.
Iridescent, as I said before. Where it kind of like when you look at it, it's white, and then it kind of goes a different, or you get the
sort of. Omega Red's a hard one because he's in sort of 2D form a lot of the time, but it is a whitey blue. It's difficult to get right.
Sure. All right. Well, that's the latest update on that. So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this all painted really, because the concept is really nice, and I just hope the guy delivers, because I know there's a lot of people who are waiting for this, and a lot of people who kind of messaged him quite a lot. So hopefully he keeps up his contact with people and keeps updating them. So this is basically about,
listen, at least he's got in contact with people. People need to try to remember with artists, it is really difficult, man. It's really difficult.
He I know he looks after his kids, and he also he works quite long hours, and he does this on the side. So there's that. But I do understand with what people are saying. I mean, he's got an Omega Red group. All he needs to do is post every now and again. So all he needs to do is a one-line update saying, I'm still alive. Here's a picture, or I've just done this. I've just recast his ear because I don't know, whatever. But just so he keeps people in the loop, I think that's important. This is about basically the New York Comic Con, and Venom is basically 95% done. Just needs some paint touch-ups, and he'll be there also with a new Marvel Rogue. So that's David Eigel, who's at Sideshow. So basically, they're going to be a new Rogue, and the Venom will be there painted.
So what's this? Say this again.
Sorry, say it again.
Who will be at New York Comic Con?
The Sideshow Venom painted. Yeah. And a new X-Men Rogue.
Okay. Anybody else? Was that it?
I don't know. That's all he said so far. There may be others.
Because they did hint towards other villains, didn't they?
They did hint towards Magneto. They've hinted towards Juggernaut, and so we need to see what's going on.
Gary says he's now officially fucked, so we're invited to his funeral officially. Tell her, Gary, not to kill you before the 28th, because if we don't get to see Doom, then she doesn't have our permission to kill you yet.
No, or she can kill him as long as he updates his will.
Yeah, that's it. Right in for us, Gaza.
Yeah, so update the will, and I'll take Doom, and you can have Magneto.
Like I say, anyway, with artists, you've got to be careful. Like I say, you got to try and remember that they're better at creative than they are at some people are a lot more detail focus on sort of correspondence, and they're just not. They just really aren't. They just want to get the work done. They want to. They want to do it well, and they want to get it out there. And unfortunately, that's difficult, isn't it, when you're trying to communicate with people?
Yeah.
So.
All right, can we move on then?
Yeah, go. I'm with you.
Oh, good stuff. All right, so so that was about the New York Comic Con.
Rogue.
This is I'm afraid I can't remember who's doing this, but this is a 1/6 scale cable who's kind of made up to go with the Bowen kind of and Kopakia pieces.
It's been done though, isn't it?
It's been done
1/6 scale. It's been done. It's been done incredibly well. The retro cable is one of probably the most expensive pieces to buy from Bowen.
Yeah, well, that's why it's been done, because it is a very expensive piece. I mean, maybe the face is a bit too young, or I don't know, it's a bit too clean, isn't it?
But it's the same problem that I've said this before. I think the Bowen ones have the same problem, that they do that he looks very baby faced, and Cable ain't baby faced. Not, at least not the Cable I know.
No. Not the Rob was it Rob Liefeld version, I don't think is.
Well, he's been in the shit, isn't he? He's been in the battles, man. He's been in the wars. He's had a hard time. You know what I mean? When he comes out and he looks like he's been using oil of Ulay fucking all of his life. It doesn't really look right. It doesn't look like he's been in the shit. It looks like he's been in a Vidal Sassoon advert, and he's gone on to oil of Ulay, and then he's out for a stroll. I think he had a lot of texturing on that face has got to be done to get it right. You got to bash him up a bit, I think, got to harden him up.
Well, I think also the other problem with this kind of concept is the fact that
Lockie's saying he can't see any pictures anymore. Have you got pictures up?
Yeah.
Put a picture up.
I've got a picture up. Can you not
Put
see
up
that?
then. I can't see it, no.
Oh,
I can see your G-spot as always.
All right, so...
Right, so cable's up. So can you see that, Lockie? Give us a shout if you can see the cable.
Basically, that was the Iron Man Extremis. There's the Amiga Red Arms. Not much of an update there. That was that. That's that. So basically, that was the cable. Which again, I mean, I'm thinking that I don't know. Is it really enough different from from the actual? Where'd you go there?
Hey, you just threw me out. Somebody threw me. Some bitch threw me out. Right.
I'm just saying, is that
Lockie,
cable
can you see
really...
that cable? Send me a message if you can't see it. Go on, carry on.
All right. No, I'm just saying if the cable's really that different from, the Bowen version, when the Bowen version was done so well, is there really much, is it just kind of a way of kind of capitalizing on what they've already done? So you've got that version there, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the retro one, yeah.
Mm. So basically, you've got that version there, and
Lockie
I don't know whether
that's good.
I don't know whether this one's enough to kind of warrant someone remaking it, or whether it's just someone just saying, well, I can't afford the cable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to commission a run of whatever so I can get one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I think there's so many characters to do. I agree with you. I think because XM have done it and other people are doing it, it's another jump on the bandwagon job. It's an expensive piece from Bowen Designs, but what you do there by making more of them is you fuck up everybody who's got the retro cable. You understand what I'm saying? You fuck them up because you introduce another one with the same Sentinel base and the same plans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It does mess people up that have invested in that piece, but that's each to their own. I guess we can't stop people from doing it. Lockie's saying he has a question. Well, that's useful, Lockie. Try and write the question.
Yeah, what's your question?
I have a question.
I have a lot of questions about things, but yeah.
He says, are the majority of pieces 3D printed or handmade?
Now it's gone a lot more further towards
digital,
sort of 3D using kind of ZBrush and things like that now. Because if you commission a piece and it's so much easier for the artist to do the digital sculpt, send it to you, and you say, biceps
change this,
biceps wrong, triceps wrong, chest don't move that way, do this, do that. They tweak it, they send it back. If it's traditional sculpt and you pretty much, if you move an arm, you got to move everything around, and it can, So basically, I think now it's leaning more towards a lot more digital, and I think in the future, if it's traditional sculpt, I think that's going to become a lot rarer, and I think it'll be a lot more expensive to do traditional sculpt in the future. But I think the last Sideshow piece that I know of, Killer Croc was traditional sculpt.
Yeah.
But other than
Is that true?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Killer Croc was the last traditional sculpt piece that Pablo did for Sideshow.
Lockie's saying he thought so because he can really see it in the Prime 1 stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny because I had a comment from somebody on one of the videos, Imaginarium art video, and he put something like, I think it's that Colin Morgan guy. He's poor man's Prime 1, he said, which is, everybody's entitled to their opinion and to buy into, what they want and collect what they want. But, for me, if I was collecting Prime 1 pieces, I'd be a little pissed off, I've got to say.
Well,
because
the thing is,
I think they've well saturated the fucking market, and there's variants coming out of everywhere of the same character.
I went to a shop the other day, and they had like 4 different Optimus Primes. I'm sure of it.
Really?
Yeah. They had all these different ones. They got one of them holding a sword, and there's loads of different Optimus Primes. And the thing about the Batman as well, there's so many Batmen. But the thing as well is they just use the 3D images. They got the images from the movies. They got the images from the video games. It's still a lot of work to translate those into a statue, but it's still a head start, and it's still, you know, you've still got that kind of that foot in the door where you kind of, you know, you've got that reference point. I've heard as well that Prime One aren't that amazing to work for as well. They don't pay very well. I spoke to an artist when I was in Singapore, and they basically said that, you know, most companies will give you an amount, and then they'll give you a piece, you know, when it's out. But apparently Prime One, you know, you have to buy your own piece at full price if you want it. And they said that, you know, pretty much the amount you get paid by Prime One, that's most of your money gone. So, you know.
The thing, I mean, I've only seen probably about 10 Prime One pieces or so in hand, maybe 12 max. So I can't speak on the whole, but I find their paint just fucking dull. Well, I have not seen any paint. I ain't seen any paint job yet that's been particularly. I mean, even the turtles, and the turtles are really nice. Yeah. Even the turtles, where there were elements to the turtles that were. It was just it's quite a dull paint. I think that's how they do it. I don't know why, but you know, we saw all of the turtles and Splinter as well, and all the Transformers.
The paint is a little bit kind of flat on them.
It's just very flat a lot of the time.
And I do think though, with the 90s turtles and some of the classic cartoons, if they go for a G1 license, if they go for other things, I think that will work, that paint. But I know what you mean. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I think it's one of them things. You've got to go through and really, you've got to buy the things you really like, and you've got to stick to the things you really want. But I just found this. He thinks there's someone at the door, so he's like getting all giddy like a little girl. No, I think it's just a personal opinion. Having seen, you know, a lot of companies and a lot of work, I just was quite surprised. You know that you know there is an overwhelming theme developing with Prime One pieces that the paint is quite flat. There isn't. Yeah. It's not. It doesn't jump out at you. It doesn't grab you. It's sort of like, you know, I've certainly as well, with the pieces I've seen so far.
With, yeah, especially with the prices and the praises they're getting. I was a bit like when I saw Batman for the first time, I was a bit like, yeah, you're going back in the box, buddy. And I put him back in the box.
The thing is that new Arkham, you know, that new Arkham one that's come out. I want to see that piece in hand. You know, the new Arkham Knight one with the blue and the red.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that because on film that looks like that's a good paint job. Like it looks like it's vibrant and it looks like it's got a little bit more soul in it. You know, but I need to see it. I want to see it in hand because in hand is the only way.
From Prime One is probably Azrael.
Why that one?
I just like the look of it. I really like the look.
Yeah. Hopefully Deathstroke will be a little bit more jazzed up, man, because if that comes in and that's dull, I really would be surprised if that isn't sold by the end of the day.
Yeah, well, he's kind of having Batman hold on. You know, he's holding Batman on because basically if Deathstroke's good, I need a Batman to go with him. So, yeah. But anyway, moving on. This is the Black.
Yeah, that's really.
So I don't know if there's a good angle because it does look.
Lockie says the Frank Miller Batman looks better. To be honest, like better paint.
I'm waiting for them to do the blue version because I know they will. Sneaky fucker.
Well, yeah, you'd bank on that after all the fucking variant pieces they keep putting out. You'd hope so. Just knowing your luck, it'll be the only character they don't do.
Probably, yeah. So this is the Avi Sculptures. You know, the
Black Panther
about earlier on. So basically, I know Rebecca's looking for one of these. So if anyone's got the kit of this, send me a message. I know Rebecca wants to pick one up.
Yeah.
This is just a comparison with the red. Do you need a red?
Yeah, I like the red. Looks great. The red looks good, and I guess that's what you're gonna. You need to put a little bit more sort of metallic shine on it, though. Just a little bit more of a shine, just a touch more, because he's got you know, just to kick off against that white.
Yeah. So this is the Salvador Gomez, and this is the Green Goblin. Thing is about the Green Goblin is there's just so many of them now, isn't there?
There was a gap, though, wasn't there? It's not long when there are gaps in the market that people try and fill them, and everyone seems to come up with the same idea all at once. you know.
But well,
yeah.
that's the thing, is it just takes quite a long time for things to kind of go through, and you know, things to get approved and whatever else. That by the time that they go through, and you know, people have picked up the customs, and people are doing this, people are doing that, and then you just end up with more than one, which happens with Venom as well.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. I am really interested to see what Sideshow in New York come up with their Venom. I really am.
Oh, of course.
But to be honest, when I saw the Venom, you know, the 3D sculpt of it, you know, where they showed there was a little hint of it.
You couldn't really see a lot of it.
Yeah, but because it seems like he's on one arm, doesn't he? Again.
Well, it seems like he's kind of matching the premium format.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what that really comes up. Like, I'm interested.
Sure. Okay, so that's that. This is actually Prime One Studios are kind of teasing at this Berserk license. I want to. I'm actually going to watch some of these because they're on YouTube, so I'm going to watch.
I don't know how smart this is. What do you think about this? What do you think about all these announcements or all these lines? What's your instinct saying? Because you actually have got Prime One pieces. I am not collecting them. I've seen a lot of them, but I don't collect them. So does this? Because it's my feelings are, if I was collecting them, I'd be worried about this.
Why?
What do you think?
Well, I mean, if they can deliver them all, then why not? But I mean, all I'm worried about now is I've just seen the price for the Witcher license, and you know, the Witcher license is not cheap. So
what are we talking about? The license or the price of the item?
Sorry, the price of the item I don't think is very cheap, and I'm just worried about that because it's basically a
Lockie says that they're overloading the market and diluting the community with these pieces, for these things. What do you think?
Well, as I say, I mean, I want them to do that fucking guide. That's all I care about.
But that's my point. That's what I'm trying to get at. They've got the license for one of the things you really want.
Yeah.
Now with all their introductions of all their other license, all their other variants, all their other characters within all of those licenses, you're now saying to yourself, just fucking make the piece I want and fuck everything else. That's your feelings. And I think there's going to be a lot of people out there that someone's going to be like, oh my God, they've got the Berserk license. I need them to make that. And then they'll introduce another 10 licenses and everybody will be saying the same thing, which is, that's great. But when they're going to start making shit?
Sure. I mean, they've got a load of licenses. They do keep on making announcements that they've got this license. Oh, we've got another license. We've got another license. We got another one. It's just a bit like.
Do you think they're doing what like Tesco's do though, or like Lockie says that you're not nuts are in Prime One's vice and you're their bitch now?
Well, I mean I'm just looking up the Witcher piece now. The Witcher piece, I mean, it is really, really well detailed. The base is amazing. The bases on those look crazy. But the thing is, as well, is I reckon that the bases on the Witcher pieces are going to be very similar to these the style of the bases on the Guyver pieces, because there's the cut toiloids on the base.
Yeah.
So I think the price point is going to be very similar.
What are we talking? How much?
Witcher piece is $769.99 for a quartz scale piece.
Yeah, that's very high. It's very high. That's
a very, very high price considering.
That's probably about $150 out to what the current market probably would be. $150, $160.
Yeah. So it is quite a jump as well. So that's the only thing.
And depending on the character, how big and everything else. I mean, I'm talking about Lobo sizes, Bane sizes. I reckon they're going to be around $600 or just a tad over $615, $620. But I mean, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive.
It is very expensive. But with the Berserk piece, I mean, there's a few pieces out. There's one called Guts, which is the character, and I just think it looks like a really nice piece. It looks really cool. And it's not really a lot of pieces that made me kind of look at it and go, that's pretty badass. I'm going to go and watch the anime now, but I'm probably going to go and watch this because I do think it looks quite cool.
Sweet. Well, let me know if it's any good, because I let you do my QC of anime. If it's good, if you like it, then I may like it. If you don't like it, then I'm going to hate it. So.
Well, I mean, I do think you need to watch a couple of episodes of One Punch Man. I still need to finish that off because that was quite funny. It did make me laugh. So moving on anyway. So this is another Optimus Prime. So got that there. Talking about Optimus Prime there. So
yeah, and this is like this pretty much doesn't have any paint sort of apps going into this, does it? This is sort of like this is going to be more like it's going to be quite plain, greys and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell! I fucking send me to sleep. That I don't get that at all. But there's obviously a market for this sort of thing. I just don't. It's for me. I don't see the appeal to this. If I wanted an Optimus Prime, I'd need it with that hot rod, fucking paint job, shiny, beautiful red and blues, flames up the side. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, no, I do like.
It should be called Optimus Primer.
Optimus Primer, yeah. Just a fucking Primer code, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
These are the add-on heads for Lockdown. So you got the add-on busts for Lockdown. So you got two faces there. And,
but this piece looks really. This piece looks really nice.
Yeah, it does. But again, it's movie version Transformers, which doesn't really interest me at all.
Yeah, I mean, but it just looks well. It looks very well. I just think it looks well done. I mean, the thing is, though, is like I'm saying, I thought that Megatron was really well done. I saw pictures and videos and everything else, and when I saw the piece in person, it was very disappointing. Really disappointing.
Yeah.
What scale is that? Do you know what scale that is? Quarter. Don't have a scale, do they? Transformers
don't have a scale but they're in line, so you can pose them with quarter scale pieces.
Right.
But the thing is, the way that they get around it is Transformers change in size. So basically, clever. If you were to when a Transformer transforms, for example, when Soundwave transforms, a person can pick up the fucking Walkman and put it in their pocket. So then when Optimus Prime transforms, a person can pick up the gun and fire it. They vary in size.
Oh, you mean Megatron?
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. So there is that.
That's quite clever though. You're not boxed in with scale. Yeah, but like I say, this is a piece, this Lockdown, I'd like to see, because I was incredibly underwhelmed by the Megatron. I just was quite disappointed. It just seemed to be light primed as well. It seemed to be all one color, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it matched the base as well.
Yeah. Them bases are massive as well, like massive, like unbelievable the size.
Yeah, no, cool. So that's that one, and then we go across a few more. So this is the XM Black Cat. So this one looks pretty cool. This is the one where the cat bases, because they're doing all the animal bases now. So that came up this morning.
Sweet.
You're quite quiet.
Yeah, I'm still here. No, I'm just looking. I'm working out whether I like that piece.
It looks quite funny when you kind of do like that. So you got that there. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like. I mean, again, no doubt XM will nail it. I mean, the pieces I saw when I was in Singapore, their pieces were never really that bad, but when you kind of see where they are now, they've come a long way.
I certainly noticed with a lot of it, it definitely seemed like, I've said it before. It's, for me, for us actually, me and you, the one thing that we are united on and always have been since we got into this game is that we are not a company person. We don't have any connection or care with anybody. It is a business transaction. I give you money, you give me the piece, and you have no loyalty. I have no loyalty. I don't give a shit if you give me 10 stunning statues in a row, and the next 10 you come out with are pieces of shit. Then it's going to be said that they're pieces of shit. I don't have any loyalty, and so I'm not loyal. I'm not loyal.
I worked that out over the last 30 years. I mean, even though we've been friends for that long, you're still not loyal to me. So,
yeah, you go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself, you.
I just think that I just realised this T-shirt.
I've been protecting you your whole life, you little fucking bearded fool.
This T-shirt actually looks more like a kind of pajamas, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't want to say, but yeah. So
you've
like
been
I'm
protecting
saying,
me for like 30 years, but you've been the one normally getting me in fucking trouble to start with. You fuckhead.
well, there is that, there is that too.
So,
But I think you know, when I say that, you know, XM for me are releasing the best stuff, it is not based on any particular loyalty or any particular caring. It's just at the moment that happens to be the truth, the way I see it. So that's why you have to, you know, and if they drop the ball, like for me, I think Sideshow have really dropped the ball. Certainly over the last couple of years in terms of some of the quality that's coming out of there, some of the stuff that's just getting past. It's certainly engineering wise as well, I find really disappointing. You know, the thing with Thor's base and, you know, things like that, just they should never get to that stage. You shouldn't get in your hand before that's fixed. You know, that's something that Sideshow would have never done before. It would have never happened. But they've got a lot of pieces and they get away with a lot of slack.
Apparently there's a lot of real shady kind of things that go on in factories and whatever else as well. I mean, there's a lot of certain factory bosses will pay certain people lumps of money to let juicy things slide, and apparently that happens a lot as well.
The thing is like, you know, Lockie just said they remember Lobo, and you know, that is exactly my point. You know, Lobo is when they're on point, Sideshow, they're really on point. But the way it works at the moment is that 10 pieces are coming out average and one's coming out exceptional. And that's why, you know, you have to be so selective of what you pick. You know, and the old to be decided is becoming more and more common now, where it's like, you know, the edition sizes and things you're not getting off the bat. And I think you should get them. I really think they should be there.
I don't think you really... I don't think you really used to get it. I think it was always to be decided, but I just think the to be decided lasts longer now.
Yeah, well, and also as well, you know, to be decided goes on, you know, and then things come out, and we know now because it's so long it's going on for, because obviously something's released, and then we get, because we're in the community, we know that loads of people are interested or loads of people are not. So then the edition size mirrors what we know is happening. So when a piece comes out and it's like nobody wants it, all of a sudden it's a 500 edition size. That's not a coincidence. It just goes to prove that we are dictating. The community is dictating how high these things are.
There's
So we need
a lot of people who always used to say, "Do not order Sideshow on day one. Do not do it. Only order Sideshow when they announce the size. If you all order day one, the size is going to be ridiculous." And there's people that say that. Which is the case. I mean, but then again, you have other incidents where basically it's like the Turtles. They sold out. Yeah.
Here's I'm going to just say what my strategy is, and this is my strategy. Is what I'm going to do. If a piece comes out, like for example, this Bane comes out, I'm not going to order it on day one. I'm not going to do anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it, and if it is sold out before the edition size is announced, I'll go on the waiting list. Immediately. That's that's going to be my strategy. So I'm going to sit there, and then I'm going to wait, and then if an edition size is announced, I'll then order if I agree with it. If it isn't announced and it does sell out and I miss out, I'm going to go immediately onto waitlist, because a lot of them do convert. So that's how my strategy is going to be. That's my stand, because I agree. I know I brought up the comments. I'm agreeing with myself, but it is going on too long.
We do that a lot. So basically, we still got over 100 photos left. So so basically, this is the got to slide in some hot toys for the hot toys people out there. I know there's a big following for the hot toys, and I've been told many times that if we reviewed hot toys, we would have like 20 times the subs we have now. But we have to slide a few in there for the people who like them. So this is
so you want 20,000, but you don't want to do hot toys.
I don't want to review hot toys, but I'm going to slide a few photos in there. No.
It's a massive community, dude. It's a fucking massive community huge. With huge customization and some real.
Well, I've had a few behind the scenes talks with people about certain things, so there may be options for the future. which I haven't discussed with you yet. So we'll talk about off camera, which may mean we'll have some hot toy reviews up. But
good.
We'll talk about that.
I'm going to learn how to pose them like a fucking Jedi. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh man!
Oh, I saw your catch the other day as well, man. Fair play. I saw your catch on Red Skull's sword on the XM thing.
Yeah.
That's a good catch, bro. Usually, you know what I mean, that doesn't end well for you, but I was proud of you. Clearly, you've been learning from the king.
The funny thing was, Ben was just like, it's okay. It was like, but the best part about that was I caught that, and I was well impressed with myself, and I was like, I hope that was on camera. And then basically, Derek, we went over, and they were switching out some Captain America arms, and there was basically the Captain America arm was on the side, and then he moved the Captain America arm, and underneath the Captain America arm was like a little bag. Yeah. And as he picked up the arm, the bag kind of flew off. Yeah. And Derek caught the bag. So Derek was going on about that for ages, going,
but you got to understand that
you caught the sword, but I caught the bag, and I'm like,
there's gravity involved in the bag, so it's slow. Obviously, it's slower to fall. Mm-hmm. So you need to explain how that works.
We did have a discussion about it. And
I'm sure you did.
He claimed I was stealing his thunder, but yeah.
It was good. So I was proud of you. I like this. I like the look of this. The head sculpt again is typical Hot Toys. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the heads are.
Look at that. That's fucking ridiculous. That.
It's really nice. People are saying it looks like he's holding pizzas.
I'll have a slice.
Yeah.
I do get what they're saying, but I guess that's a really hard effect to get on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks cool though, man.
I'm just wondering. Whether they release it too early because the film's not out yet, or
it's coming though. It's November. I guess it's.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I guess the idea is to have it sort of on sale for like a month.
Look at that. For the book.
Yeah.
See, there's all the attachments. I mean, with Hot Toys, I do. Derek was kind of giving me a big rant because there was a Hot Toys display there, and he went through the Hot Toys display when we were in Singapore. I kind of said that I do like them. I do think they're cool. I mean, I like the Nightmare Batman, and I like the
there's loads of good ones.
The Ripley that was there, the new Ripley. But I'm sorry, I just can't get that excited about them. It's just the way it is. I know I just don't collect them, and I do like them and I do appreciate them, but I just can't get excited about them at all.
Yeah. Well, I think I think there's elements to pieces that excite you anyway. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? And I think the hot toy elements probably are not elements that will interest you because they're not elements that interest me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't collect movies, so the likeness and portrait being that good is not a must for me because I collect comic, and comic has artists, and artists are always different. So you can always be like, yeah, well, it isn't drawn by Liefeld, or it isn't drawn by, whoever. It's drawn by this person, or you understand what I'm saying? There's always a sort of a vagueness, an element of, what's the word where you're inconspicuous. You don't need to look like a certain artist version. There's so many ways, and you can bundle them all together if you wish to get your Cable or to get your Wolverine. I think that's just the way that it matters what you collect. I guess for you collect films, so part of me is surprised, really.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just I just don't really. It's just not really something I appreciate.
Size? What about the size? Because they move. The movement.
I mean, the size is great, but then also the size is great, but then the way you can change the poses is great, but it's just the weird. Neither of us can actually pose them.
Well, we have definitely a full sense of we go full retard when we get Hot Toys, man. No, I mean that. I watched a video the other day. My boy Super Steel was doing a Superman review, and he was like, "It's a figure," and he was like, and it was clicking. You know, when you move it's like on a ratchet, and it clicks, like click, click. Man, it's fucking honestly, my anus was clicking every time his fucking thing was clicking. I wanted to literally, my stomach was turning because it's just like you hear that click, you think, oh yeah, I broke that. That's fucked. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you've gone a bit like you're DJing. What have you done?
No, what am I doing? I'm running through 2, I think.
You're echoing, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to kick this one out. So,
fucking knew it. Lockie's going.
huh?
Lockie just went fucking knew it like that. I don't know what he's talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I just had to turn my my phone off because the battery runs quick, like it runs out faster than it fucking charges when you do the chats.
It's happening to me. I had 65% and it's on charge and it's on 61, so I'm losing.
Oh no, mine was on like 70 and it's now on 4. so now unfortunate guys, you won't be able to see me anymore. I know.
It's a devastating loss.
Yeah, so basically let's go back to these images. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of images to get through, and there you go. So yeah, the faces are great. I mean, that's the thing. If
and the materials, high quality materials they use.
If they could put those faces on, and the it's always 100%, like nearly 100% accurate when you get these things. They're so accurate, but I mean, screen accurate. But when the faces are just amazing. If they could put those faces on statues, even if they were made of
PVC.
that plastic, I don't care.
Yeah,
really don't care because they look amazing.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right, so this is just a Art Effects Kotobukiya Green Lantern, so we've got that there. So just to
that's pretty cool.
Some of the smaller pieces there. This basically what it was. Somarts did like an event.
Yeah,
and basically
they do some amazing stuff.
I'm not going to lie to you in any way. I don't know much about a lot of these characters.
Yeah,
but they look insane. I mean, the stuff on the Somarts they do some of the best bases going really. So this again, I don't know who this character is, but I quite like the piece. So this is Somarts. So there's all the detailing there. You got that there. So I mean, always really cool. I know they do a lot of like One Piece, Naruto. I think they're doing One Punch Man, they're doing Dragon Ball Z and things like that. But there's a lot of anime kind of characters. I don't know who this is. So
some great details in there, though, isn't there?
If someone knows who that is, if you let me know who that is. I know who this guy is. This guy's from Naruto. This piece looks huge. So
what is he riding? A fucking big cow?
I don't know. It's like a weird sea
octopus cow.
Again, I don't
know, man.
I don't watch Naruto, so I'm not.
It's an octopus cow.
Oh wait, someone at my door. Are you gonna have to look at the octopus cow while I open the door?
Don't leave me here with that. Oh fuck. Yeah, I know Alex is digging all this. He's got to say. Jeez, it's a goat. Oh, Lockie says it's a goat. Could be a goat. An octopus goat. I don't know, man. Some of this stuff just is fucking mind-boggling, bro. For me, Alex is really digging these. He's excited because he's got that Dragon Ball Z thing that's coming. You know, all the fucking big explosion going on. Oh yeah, Lockie, man. He gets well excited when statue comes and people are picking stuff up. He's quite bad like that. He's giddy.
Octocarf! Yay!
Is that what it is? It's an octocarf.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but anyway.
Oh right, I thought you'd worked out on the way down.
Oh no, that's the character. So basically, my.
So is it? Is something come or is something gone?
My Hawkeye just arrived.
Yeah, I thought you'd be you giddy bitch. I thought something.
Congratulations to Brandon. He just picked up a Green Lantern life-size bust for $500.
Our Brandon?
No, another guy, Brandon Guerrero.
Oh, congrats, man.
So, that's pretty good.
Massive, that fucking thing.
Yeah, well, it's life-size.
Bigger than life-size, dude. They're giants.
Yeah. I think this is pretty cool. Again, the detailing is really nice on these pieces. Again, I'm just so happy I don't watch all this sort of anime because I'd be broke because these pieces are quite hard to get hold of.
Are they expensive, yeah?
Well, they put up the
Kronos from One Punch Man, and they sold 1,800 in a couple of days.
Shit, how much
put
was
up
it?
the Vegeta for 2,000 or 3,000 edition size. That sold out in a week.
Yeah, that's madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got that Minjita.
Minjita, yeah. Vegeta, yeah. I mean, basically, I've got it on order, and I kind of got caught up in the moment. I blame Omar. He was
but there's loads of people that have contacted me telling me that if you want to sell it, to hit them up.
Well,
so,
I think I probably will in the end, because it's just a piece that I don't really want to start another line, especially with something I've never seen before. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, but I think Omar kind of kept on saying to me, "You can order it. You can order it." And I'm like, "Nah." And then he's like, "It goes up in 5 minutes." I'm like, "No, I don't want it." And I look at my PayPal. I look up my PayPal, and I'm like, "Actually, I got $1,000 in there." Yeah, I'll do that.
You're such a fucking idiot. You really are, dude.
So
you're beyond help. You're lucky you got me, and I don't do that to you.
No, I'm just quite weak with all this shit. But then
that looks cool.
Yeah, so this is the villain. Sorry, I don't know if it's a villain. It looks like a villain, but this is a character from Dragon Ball Z. Again, I don't know the character, but again, it looks really nice. You got the little guy behind him, and all the sort of detail in there. Then the next one is another character as well. These are all Sumarts. So there's another one there. This is Leah, and again, this is another character I'm not really sure about, but it's always good to show these things. And also, I think going back to the first one, I think she's probably the nicest one out of those ones. But there is another one coming up.
You're gonna give me an epileptic fit, fucking going through these video pictures
like One Punch Man. So you got the main character from One Punch Man, Satsuma. So you got him
Yeah.
there. And again, I mean, really nice detail. I think this looks really cool. This one will sell out well quick when this comes up. This is a concept that Somarts are working on, again, Dragon Ball Z. So they're working on that concept there.
It looks like he's beating the shit. It looks like he's beating the shit out of Zangief.
Yeah. It looks like the other guy, Kinnaman or something, whatever his name is, the wrestler guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then you got got that painted version of the Black Panther there again. That looks
really good, doesn't it?
I think I put it in there about 3 times.
I do love that contrast of colours between gold and silver on black. It looks fucking amazing. Really does.
This is different, actually. I've seen a couple of painted versions. This one's really cool because this has the vibranium in the base. I like this. I like the way this is painted.
Yeah, it's clever.
So the other one's actually got like all moss, and it's kind of more outside. But this one's vibranium. I think
it's basically showing it running through the ground.
Yeah, I think Rebecca's watching. If Rebecca's watching, she needs to get it painted that way. I think that looks better than the other way.
Yeah, it does look class.
This is the next project they're working on. So this is the Captain America. I think the artist was saying that he didn't like the hanging stun grenade things or whatever they are hanging on the straps. So maybe they'll get taken off.
I've got to be honest. I agree with him there.
Yeah,
it looks like he looks like a cow. It looks like he's got udders or something. It's just like, it needs to get rid of that.
But we'll see how
they're probably just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Well, it's just not very practical. I mean, if you're running and you've got those on you, they're probably going to drop off and you're going to blow up.
You know what it's going to be like? When you're like, when like women are running and they sort of like hold their chest while they run. It looks like he's going to be doing he's going to be running like that. Like, please don't go off. Please, grenades, don't go off while he's trying to run. I don't want to blow myself up again.
This is custom sort of Planet Hulk head, which is a bit shiny at the moment, but I think it's still getting painted. So it's still getting painted up there.
Yeah. Sculpt's nice though, isn't it?
That's Fat Monster Studio, so they're in the process of painting
the sculpt is nice. It just needs obviously that refining. But yeah, they like it. It looks cool.
This one I've shown before, I think. Oh, sorry. I think
this is that woman, isn't it? Silk.
This is Silk. Sorry, yeah, I think I've shown this one before.
Salt and Pepper Studios.
When I was checking up on Salt and Pepper Studios, this is what they had on their site. So they're also working on the Adam Warlock as well. There's a few people working on that.
I think this Silk might be in the new Homecoming film, isn't it?
Oh, really? You sure it's not Spider-Gwen?
No, something. I can't remember what the fuck it is.
It might be Spider-Gwen.
I read it or watched it somewhere where they said that they're trying to introduce a couple of like people like
I do like the top right picture there, definitely, and the bottom right.
Yeah, you always do, man. That looks like
I just realised it actually looks like she's naked. I didn't notice that before. Now I've got it on my big, massive screen. I can see it all.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Yeah, I get that.
Just going to put a little flag next to that one. Save that to my favourites. Then this is the Aaron Ray Perez. I did show this last week, but I don't think I showed the heads I was meant to show.
Yeah, you didn't know.
So I'm a bit useless there. So this is the grey X-Force version. I was going to say.
I love the look of this. This looks real good.
Well,
this looks real good.
I mean, with the quality of his Kratos,
he does dynamics so well.
Yeah.
He really does.
I did actually hear that someone received the Kratos. They really liked it, but then they heard that it was someone else who painted it.
Jeremy, our boy Jeremy Laddin's just got his in.
Yeah.
And he used a different painter. He sent me some pictures, and I couldn't see enough on the photos to see if there was any.
Yeah, so
he
sent me those, and basically his dad took the pictures.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks great. I mean, he's got the bloody base. He's got the bloody base. Yeah. I have the clean base. But it looks great.
Moving on, we got the. I actually went, because he asked me whether you wanted the bloody base or the clean base, and I answered for you. I don't think I asked you.
No, you asked me. Yeah.
I did ask you. Okay.
Yeah, you asked. I said clean. I like the Kratos to be bloody, but not personally not the base, because he's moving past the base.
Yeah.
So my idea is that he's covered in blood, but.
Well, your original idea, I think, was that you didn't have any pieces which were bloody, so it didn't really go in your collection. But then after that, you got the Mortal Kombat pieces now.
I got the fucking exclusive, the bloody exclusive. Let me add.
Yeah, was that the? No, that's not the
Shah Khan. It's a Shah. No, you managed to get the artist proof on Blood God, Kota Khan. That's gory as fuck and all.
Yeah, it's always holding a heart. So this is basically the start of the heads. So he's still working on these. So you've got that one there. You got the one there with the slash across the face. I like that one.
First one. Go back to that first one. Looks like your old man, doesn't it?
Really?
He looks like your dad, whinging.
Got a big beard.
Has he? Where?
That guy's got a big beard.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Then I like this face. I like this one.
Yeah, this one looks good.
And then
see your dad again.
So we did see this one painted up a little bit last week.
Yeah. There you go. That's a wicked slash right through there, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I really like that head. I just want to know, basically, if anyone knows anything about this goddamn RoboCop. even though it says RoboCap in the little name badge, they put RoboCap. RoboCop life-size bust. I want to know who makes it, and I want to know where I can fucking buy one. That's basically it, right?
Right, okay.
I saw the Sideshow.
You're sending out an SOS, aren't you? You're sending out an SOS.
It'll be a fucking Morse code, like.
Yeah. Find me a RoboCop.
That probably said like.
Help.
That probably didn't. So yeah, basically, I saw the Frank Burton RoboCop that Helmy had.
Yeah, our boy Helmy had that.
I was quite impressed with that. But I'm not going to spend $2,000 or $3,000.
Is that how much it costs? Fuck!
It's really rare. It's very rare.
Yeah, but so buy one then. Spend the money.
Anyway, these basically are... So basically, I've got the T-shirt printed for the convention. So I use this logo. I'm going to get another one printed for George because he's sulking that I didn't get the Thanos print. So I'm going to do this one for George. These are the updates.
I want a surfer one as well. I want my surfer one as well.
Either way.
I want both.
These are the updates for the Spider-Man, so these just cleaned up a little bit for the XM Spider-Man with the switch-out parts on the base. So you got the Pumpkin Bomb, you got the Dr. Octopus part there, you got the Sandman hands. There's a few other pieces of this kind of
Scorpion one, isn't there? Scorpion tail.
So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they kind of do that, because there'll be a lot of pieces that.
This is I'm a bit worried for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if it translates very well. I just don't know if it works very well. I mean, this has been done as well. I'm sure there's a company that made this, a Spider-Man that's like this with all these things going on at once. I've seen it once or twice. I'm sure I have. I just don't. I think it is a Diamond Select one, and it's actually really nice. I just don't know. I just don't know about this. I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it will try. I think it could be another Mary Jane moment.
Well, the Mary Jane looks good. from certain angles, but then the problem with the Mary Jane is that it just kind of, if you look at it from the wrong angle, it don't look right. So that was the issue with that.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, dude, is that when you have something in your display, space dictates a lot. So when you only have one angle that it looks good in, you really do limit who you're selling to.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If you're saying you need to be up high and it needs to be down low, what the fuck?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That's basically telling everybody that you need to display it low. Now, what happens if I've got no low spaces for it? What happens if I've only got high ones? It doesn't.
Well,
it just doesn't work.
The Diamond Select one,
Yeah.
Basically, it's not as much as that. It's kind of like a mix between the Diamond Select one, I guess, and the Iron Studios one.
Yeah,
So
but that's got the pump. That's got the pumpkin bomb. It's got the glider. It's got the octopus hand.
Yeah.
You know, see what I mean? It's. I think it's the. I like the idea. I think it's another Mary Jane thing where I like the idea, but I don't know how it's going to be. If it'll work. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite a difficult one to get right. That's what I mean.
These are just reminders. So basically, I've already done the Hulkbuster. This is a reminder to say the Crow King goes up for pre-order in a couple of days. So that's HMO.
Oh, it's going to do well. That is. That piece is going to do well.
Yeah, I do really like
Looks
that.
really nice. That.
And I guess, I mean, with the Ren piece that they released, again, as I mentioned last week, that kind of goes with a lot of the Sideshow Star Wars pieces.
Yeah.
That was just like a little update of the light, which Sideshow posted, but it doesn't look any different from one of the pictures from before. Then you got the 6 scale McCready with the kind of thing.
I still need to watch. I ain't seen this. I need to watch this shit.
It might be too late for you. Yeah,
it's so too late, isn't it?
It might be.
I've got no nostalgia. If I watch it now, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, the practical effects are very, very good. The practical effects are done by Rob Bottain, who did RoboCop, and it was one of his first things he'd done, and he basically done it when he was really young, and he kind of put himself in hospital through stress from doing the thing.
Well, you're not selling it to me because RoboCop, man, somebody fucking hell. When what's his name gets shot out of the building. And he falls out of the building and you watch him falling. Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? His arms are like 12 foot tall on each arm. It's like,
that's not him. That's the kind of guy who does the animation, like Phil Tappert, probably.
Oh, right, that because that's terrible.
Other than that, that's the only kind of bad part with that. I mean, a lot of the stuff is really good. It's still a RoboCop.
Oh, get off his cock, man.
No, I mean, like, look at the part where he gets shot, his hand shot off. And his head gets shot in the head. That still looks good.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Yeah, it does look. I think you're right.
Yeah, fuck you. So basically, that's a 6 scale McCready and spider head thingy from the thing. This is The Witcher. Just to remind me to talk about that, talk about the price, and talk about how I'm worried now about the price of the Guyver. So yeah, but still, I think I probably still will buy it.
The problem is like we've always said, it's a monopoly, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if they are the only ones who have the Guyver license, there are going to be hardcore Guyver people that will pay that money. It's the same with this Witcher stuff.
Yeah, Rebecca said she's going to go for the vibranium look on the.
Yeah, you are a good girl. Smart.
So then you got this. So this is a Witcher, and then this.
What do you call it? Vibranium.
The vibranium.
Vibranium in it, fuckhead. It's like.
Well, potato, you know.
Vibranium. We were like, I'm going into Wakanda. Actually, you don't even call it Wakanda. What do you call it? Wakanda.
Yeah.
Vibranium.
Snarling head.
Is that a different head?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell from that angle yet.
That's Jack from American Wolf in London. This is one of the Kobakia art effects pieces. So this is Batman and Damien, I think he's called.
Holy cupcakes, Batman!
Yeah. This is
so camp, innit? That piece. It's like unbelievably camp.
That's his son.
I'm gonna buy this and give it to my brother-in-law. I love that.
Well, that's his son. That's not his lover.
You really can't tell from that statue.
Then you've got the Chewie and C-3PO, which is the 1/10 scale from Art Studios.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, their 1/10 scale license is actually quite decent.
Really nice. Yeah, Iron Studios, man. I mean, I know that the Spider-Man's been sort of like, it's been hit and miss really with, review wise. People are like, loving it, and then other people are like, no, I've had to send it back so I can see the seams, and the parts don't go together too well, and it's got a lot of PVC and a lot of plastic. But some of the stuff is really nice. I mean, I really dig their cap a lot. I think for me it's the best cap I've seen.
Yeah.
But
movie version, yeah.
Well, no, I still think it's the best cap I've seen. If I had to buy a Captain America, just personally, that'd be the cap I'd buy.
Well, a lot of people are just saying it's from a fucking shit movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
what movie is it from?
This is the first one, isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think it is, man. Age of Ultron, you maniac.
No, it's not.
Of course it is, you fool.
Is it?
When they're in the snow and they're fighting it with the guys.
Oh, fuck knows.
You spanner! It's not from a shit.
I need another copy.
It's from the moment where they storm Trucker's place. Ivan Strucker, his name is. They storm his place and they get, and what's her name? Quicksilver and Thingy are there.
Yeah.
That snow part. That's where the tank's from, you idiot.
Yeah, it is.
I know it is.
Yeah, just so this is then the Iron Studios 1/6 scale Groot and Raccoon.
Nice.
Then there's another piece there. This is the School Sub-Zero bust. So that's just that. This is the.
That's awful, dude.
I really dislike this piece. And
that's so bad. It really. Oh my god. It is not good, is it? Oh, go on, tell me. What do you think about it? Go on, get off the fence and tell me.
No, I don't like it. But
why? What about it?
I just don't like the expression on it. I just think the expression looks terrible. The only good thing would be if you could take the hat off and wear it. That's the only good thing I'd like.
So you'd buy it just so you could have an M. Bison hat. It's much cheaper just to fucking go buy it. Make a hat, dude. Yeah,
but I'm not that impressed with that one, to be honest. I mean, and also the thing as well was the Sub-Zero one. The price was $1,050, and that's quite a jump.
Told you it was high.
It's a jump in their prices for their busts. I know the quality has gone up a bit, but it's still a big.
I think that Bison looks fucking terrible. Face on it looks awful. Don't like it all.
This is the Psycho Power exclusive, where his eyes light up and go white and purple.
Okay.
This is the box for the Iron Studios. This is the
Ghostbuster thing. The set, the pack.
Vince Carithio, the Keymaster. Okay. So this is part of that. Then this is another image.
I'm the gatekeeper.
This is the other image of the Sub-Zero. Oops. And then this actually, sorry, I said
this looks the shit. I saw this at Monster Palooza.
Yeah.
I think our boy Alex Simmons put up a few videos, man, and this looks fucking nice. This is the Howling, isn't it?
Al Simmons, you mean?
I said Al Simmons, didn't I?
It's Alex. Because Al Simmons is the Spawn character, isn't it? That's who he. But basically.
Is it Howling?
Yeah,
it's the Howling.
This is from the Howling, but I think originally I said it was American Werewolf in London last week. So
this looks wicked.
It's the Howling. The funny thing is there's always like a comparison online. If you look up American Werewolf transformation versus Howling transformation, and there's always like people comparing it better. American Werewolf is much better.
I might watch that because I haven't actually seen the Howling.
I dig
the statue. The statue looks fucking cool. I love they've really done the fur on that really well. That's PCS, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they smashed that. That looks great.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It'd be interesting to know how many fucking times I want this lamp.
Why do you keep taking photos of that place? Eric Morales.
So
Eric Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have no idea, do you?
So what are you talking about? I wasn't.
Spider-Man, you fool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's not, is it?
It is. It's Eric Morales. I know it is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, it's not good that you have two computers at your beck and call, man. I'm well unmanned here.
Eric.
I have a French bulldog nibbling my elbow, and you've got fucking 2 computers. I'm distracted, and you're actually on top.
It just comes up as Eric Foreman.
It's Morales, I assure you.
Morales. I can't even spell. Yeah, it's come up with.
Well done.
I thought his name was something different though.
Of course you did.
No, his name's Miles. You fucking
Miles Morales. Is it Miles Morales?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's Miles. Yeah.
Eric, do you know who Eric Morales is, didn't you?
Dude.
He's a boxer. He's a really decent Mexican fighter. Eric Morales fought Antonio Banderas. No, Antonio
Pereira. Yeah.
Pereira, yeah. Antonio fucking hell. These Mexican names, man, they just fuck me up. Eric Morales is the guy who's involved in great fights with Antonio Pereira. Not Banderas.
Yeah.
See, with this, I've seen this before. I saw the video and I thought that the Jack looked really good, but I wasn't too keen on the
David.
David is his name. Yeah, I'm not sure it's on point. I think the Jack really looks on point.
I think they both look pretty good. I quite like them. This is another one of the Somart's pieces. Again, I do not know the character, but it just looks fucking badass. I mean,
it does look really.
They're so dynamic.
I'm hoping, ain't we got somebody that we've got over here that we're going to go see?
Yeah, we got a guy who lives near us, near me. He's got a load of Street Fighter pieces, Joseph, and he's got a load of Street Fighter, and he's got a load of Somarts. So we really need to see him.
We've got to arrange it, get it done,
definitely.
Get booked.
So that's the piece there. So this looks really cool. I do really like the look of these pieces.
It's just so flowing as well. Amazing how they've got such great movement in them.
They make there's a thing called One Piece, and like an anime, and they do a couple of pieces from One Piece, and they go for fucking like £3,000 on the secondary market.
Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, bravo. Molto bene, molto bene.
That's it. So yeah, so you're not going to be able to see me anymore. You're just going to see this little bubble kind of
G-spot, the RaddTitan G-spot that vibrates.
Is that what you want to call it?
That's what I always call it.
So yeah, so basically, I just got a message to say the RoboCop arrived safely. So that's pretty awesome.
What are you talking about?
I sent RoboCop.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant your PCS version.
No. That's I paid for that, but I don't know when I'm still going to get that.
That interested me. You said that you paid for the shipping, yet it hasn't been shipped yet.
No, it doesn't arrive in their factory till the 26th. They literally sent me a message to say.
Oh, okay. All right. So as long as it's transparent, that's fine.
No. They basically send a message to say, basically, your piece will be in our warehouse by this time. Pay by that time, and I paid straight away because I wanted to try and get like on the first fucking wave.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we want to get there. We need to review that as soon as it's in, immediately. So it's another that one to drop your shit and get around to your house job and get it done. So I wouldn't take any sick time anytime soon. So go into the office and then I don't know, like pretend to fucking have a fit or something.
Well, yeah,
be like I'll be waiting outside in the getaway car. Like, come on, it's at the house. Let's go.
Well, the funny thing is I could probably go home and get it, and review it, and then go back to work. Yeah,
do it at lunch. That's perfect. That's a better idea. That's good, man. I got things coming, so I'm hoping you're going to let me know about Dakota Khan.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've got loads of stuff on pre-orders and loads of stuff waiting to come in. I need to do another purge, review my review of my pre-orders, look through them, and actually discover if I even want to keep some of them. I need to sell a few pieces. I need to sell Liu Kang. I need to sell that piece so badly. Also, I literally.
You know what's funny though, didn't you? You put yours up, and so did Mike. Mike's is up as well.
Mike.
Mike Lee.
Oh, really?
His is up as well. I noticed because it's just like.
Well, I'm kind of holding back with our review until I sell it, I think. But Basically, I mean, and then also I was putting boxes in the loft because I put all boxes in my spare room, and then I went in the loft the other day to get the Robocop box. I was a bit like, well, I'll go up there, I'll sort these ones out, I'll do this, I'll do that, and I picked up a box, and I'm like, oh shit, Cobra Commander's still here. Damn it! So I forgot about the fact I still got.
You got to sell him.
The Cobra Commander sitting in the box still, so I need to sell that. I've got to see how. I need some help actually to move some of the furniture around.
I would have been round there today, but I've had this issue with the MOT on my car, so I ain't able to get there. But I'll come and help you anyway.
Yeah, so we'll I'll sort that out. But basically, I want to move the two cupboard box thingy. I want to move it under the other two. Okay. So it's higher. Yeah. And then, but I want to then put my Avengers in there because I want to move my Spider-Man out, put him with my other Marvel pieces, and then put all my Hawkeye and whoever else I need. I can't remember who else is coming. So I need to open Hawkeye, make sure he's okay. He's in a well-shaped box. Yeah. It's like really like narrow. It must be like 20 centimeters narrow. It's like really, really narrow. But then it's like really long. Like it looks like a fucking TV in there or something.
Well, yeah, because he's got that funny add-on base, isn't he? That's the thing. So the figure's actually angled in a particular way, and then obviously you've got that add-on part of the base. So it's going to be interesting. Sure. It's going to be interesting for sure. Take me some photos anyway when he's out. Take me and wherever you put him.
Well, I've got to work out where to put him. I don't know why I've still got Liu Kang set up. I'm going to put Liu Kang back in the box. Yeah, get him fucking in the box, dude, and get Cobra Commander down from the loft. Put in another room and ready to sell, so you don't forget they're there. I might actually just put Liu Kang in the garden and then like use my air rifle and shoot him or something. How much did he cost? Liu Kang? Yeah. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Do what Atheris Green did and just run it over. I can't drive. Exactly. You don't need to drive. It's fine. Just fucking get in a car and hit the fucking statue. That's what you need to do. Yeah, God. Well, because he did that with Apocalypse, didn't he? Yeah, he hit that with his car. I mean, Liu Kang might do a bit more damage to your car than Apocalypse did. But... Yeah, Apocalypse is well fucking hollow. Anyway, so that's pretty much. Let me just have a quick. If you carry on rambling about your shit and my shit. What shit am I on about? No, I'm just saying you haven't had a real good rant today, have you? I don't know, man. I don't even call them rants anyway. It's nothing that I'm emotionally invested in. It's just literally things that just don't. I just think ain't right. So I air them. I don't really care. I mean, I don't give a shit if Prime 1 paint jobs are vibrant or not. I don't collect 1/3. I don't collect Batman game pieces. I don't collect Transformers, so it doesn't hurt me. I don't give a shit. I've got nothing to be favourable or to be biased about anyway. Yeah. This is what people... I mean, for me, I just don't understand the loyalty. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. There are people that won't open the door to other pieces because they collect Sideshow. It's madness. It's fucking madness. Because Sideshow don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. They care about your money, and it's just like Man United. I'm a massive Man United fan, right? But one person drops out of a season ticket. You know what I mean? At Man United, there's 10, 1,500 people to replace them for each person. Nobody gives a shit. All they want is they want to make sure that their money is secure and their sales are done. No one, XM don't care either. Nobody cares. It's just about picking what's best for you. So my advice to people out there is to open the door, go see Sewn Arts, go see PCS, go see Sideshow pieces, go see XM pieces. There's a lot of people on our XM videos, the ones that we did of the Singapore thing, that are commenting on XM quality and they've never seen a piece. Yeah. Never. They're going, oh, this isn't good. And I'm like, have you seen one? They're like, no, but I can tell by the... No, you can't. No, you can't. Trust me. No, you can't. You cannot base whether to buy or not buy on a review, even any review. I don't care how good, how pristine. I don't care how much a camera is. I don't give a shit if it's in 4K. I don't care. The bottom line is it in person, then you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's better or it's worse than I thought. Sometimes it's a lot better and sometimes it's a lot worse.
You know, you've got to get out there, man. Collectors, get out there. If you know somebody that's collecting is near you, like Drive or whatever, get out there and ask if you can see their collection, see their stuff.
Yeah.
Because it will open your eyes. Every time Gary comes round there, he ends up buying some shit that I've got, or he ends up buying something that Thor has, or James Wallace has, and vice versa. People do it. They come round and they see things and they're like, I have to buy that piece now. I know that's what I need to get, and they do. Happens all the time. And when we go and see places, we get like that, didn't you? Jesus Christ, like Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had no intention at all of ever buying Hawkeye. I had no intention of adding him to my collection in the slightest. And then when I, looked at him and did this, did that,
in Prague, when we went to Prague, you were like, I have to buy it. That's how much it sells for. I have to buy it. It's a great price, and that's what happens.
It wasn't I have to buy it, but it was like, for that price, I'm happy to add Hawkeye to my collection. But yeah,
exactly.
I just found there's a video for Leatherface. Do you know that?
For us or the new Leatherface?
Leatherface.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm on top of this shit, man. That's why I'm here.
You see
it looks nice. It looks really nice. It looks so much better. It looks so much better than the original for me. It looks fucking class. Really nice.
Well, I'm playing the video anyway, so it's probably going to play well glitchy, but...
Let me click on it.
I don't know if you can see it. It looks nice. It does look really nice, actually.
I like it. It looks really good. I love the blood splatter on his apron and everything. It looks great. Yeah. And the base is decent as well. All around the base, all the story, just like the Jason. Fantastic. It looks fucking great. I mean, the difference is, for me, is that the original one I didn't like very much.
Oh, the original one was horrible.
But I actually really like the Jason. And I think that this new one might just be a little bit too thin for me. Personally, to get the nod, I actually prefer the base on the new one, but I don't like the size. I think he's a bit thin.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's all about preference. I mean, for me, I like Jason to be terrifying. If I was walking in the woods, right, and your Jason, your premium format Jason, if he was in there, if he like jumped out at me with an axe, I'd be like, my instincts might be to run because he's massive and he has an axe, because he's massive. But with this dude, he jumps out at me. I'm just like, I fancy my chances, dude. I fancy my chances. I don't think he doesn't look particularly physically dominating to me. He looks like he's, I don't know, he looks like he's about 6 foot, maybe 190 pounds max. Like, about, I don't know, 13, 14 stone, nothing too, your one looks like he's about 18 stone, doesn't he?
Yeah,
massive character. I do like the blood splatter though, and I do like the switch outs and stuff. Get a lot for that. For the exclusive, you get the machete and the harpoon, and you get 2 heads. There's quite a lot going on there.
Yeah, no, you do. You get a lot of options there, and that was the thing with the original one as well. Was you actually get a switch out head, a switch out hand, and a print as the exclusive, and I think that was.
Yeah, but what do you get with the regular?
The irregular, you just get the axe and the masthead.
So you don't get any switch outs then?
No.
Yeah.
No. But with the exclusive, you get the machete.
The machete and the other head.
The masthead.
And the print.
You get the print.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's. I think that's the way it has to be. That's how I would. If it was me and I was, Sideshow said, George, we need you desperately. Come in and help us. I'd be like, every exclusive needs to have switch out head, switch out hand, and a print. Standard. And all the regulars need to have none of them. Otherwise, people are just going to get them from other places, because you can buy Sideshow from loads of places, isn't it, in America? Like loads of places. You can get them from all the comic stores. You can get them from Big Bad Toy Store, like everywhere.
That's the thing as well. I mean, we're basically, in America, you just go wherever you want, and you can buy whatever you want as such. I mean, hello.
What,
I need to speak to you off air. What was we saying? Yeah, so I mean, like that's the thing that's really quite like when I went to Hong Kong and when I went to Singapore, especially. I mean, you go to Simply Toys and you could just see so many pieces in person. I mean, for example, that original Leatherface was in Simply Toys, and I had a really good up close look at it. I've seen it before. I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Hmm.
I don't think it's that good quality. I mean, it's kind of the same sort of quality as when you see the Scarface piece, and when you see the what's the other one? The Godfather. It's like those sort of pieces.
Yeah, our boy Nick Zingano. Do I say his name right? Yeah, Nick Zingoni. Nick Zingoni's watching.
Yeah.
And he just said, you know, you can only get the Sideshow, the exclusives through Sideshow themselves. So that's why I think Sideshow needs to make them. They need to be bought. That would be my advice.
When I was in, so I'm just throwing all these like places out there now. But when I was in Bangkok,
of course you are, you bragging son of a bitch.
Basically, he took me out, showed me around, and he was talking to me about collectibles and things. And he said when he buys from the distributor. If he wants an exclusive, he can buy an exclusive, but it will cost him $100 more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting. See, I don't know, man. I personally, like you were saying just a minute ago about getting out there and seeing these pieces. I really can't promote that enough. I really can't. I mean, I don't know. Me and you have been. How long we've been collecting? A few years now, yeah.
Yeah, not very long.
I think you know they'd be hard pressed to find two people that had seen more than we have. I would be very surprised because I've seen thousands of pieces.
In all honesty,
so many.
I'm just going to throw this out there again, but when I went away a couple of weeks ago, over that period, I saw
double what you'd already seen.
I saw so many pieces, so many. It was ridiculous. But basically, I'm going to finish it there. By the way, I'm going to draw this to an end. I think we've had a good run, and that's it. I'm afraid we're
sorry for the short space in between the chats, Pete. But it really is about when we can jump on. And Alex is off today. I was meant to go down and see him, but I found out that I've been driving illegally for like a month with no MOT. So we only got the notice through like literally a couple of days ago that we had to research it, and we were like, my God. So I can't move the cars in for tomorrow, and then I'll be back on the road, and I'll be down to see you. So when you finish on an early, I'll come and see you anyway.
All right, cool.
All right,
cool beans. All right, I'll give you a call in shortly. I'm just got to send a few correspondences, and then I'll update you.
Yes, do.
All right. Bye-bye.
Much love, people.